Welcome back, everybody, to the FaceIt co-stream. We got to go in today. We have a really great matchup, great co-casting partner. We got Kiwi joining us. Hey, collab of the century potentially. Kiwi, what's going on? Wait, let me change this real
Oh,
quick.
this is awesome. I didn't realize you're gonna use my Discord profile picture. I look too good.
That's how I do it with everything. It's how I used to do my own. Is it's like a reactive thing, but then I found my webcam, so I was like, hey, why not use this? But we have a banger match tonight. We got Laika versus Nightmare, baby. It's gonna be a good one. Kiwi, some of your old teammates going head to head with one of the top teams in Masters. We'll see what happens. I know you're excited to cast this one. I'm excited too as well. Um, I would say Laika has been kind of struggling lately. They did just get 3-0'd by Way Too Thanos yesterday, I do believe. So tough loss. But we'll see if they can bounce back. And a Nightmare team that has been picking up a lot of wins recently, but has also been known to struggle a little bit versus some really strong competition, I'd say.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to watching Jutsu and Hitori play. I need to see them battle it out. I was kind of hoping Hitori would still be on the hit scan, but picking up J-Man for Lackey is probably a good thing. So a little disappointing on that end, but
Yeah, I don't really know what was going on with that era. I'm gonna be honest, but hey, we're here now finally. Hitori going back over to the tank. Let's take a look at this Laika roster real quick. Pretty stacked from top to bottom. You got Hitori on tank, Sawhill, playing rotationally, I believe, right now as well. And then at DPS line, J-Man, Lampin rounding out with Cinnabar Lau. I think Juno's on the bench as well. I don't know if Juno's actually playing because I don't think I've seen them play a map yet. So maybe just kind of there in case they need a ringer. But I think this is going to be the lineup we see a lot of the time. Hitori is a beast, MVP from last season, at least in my award show. But I have the only award show, so I guess Hitori is technically the official MVP if you really think about it.
I would
Um,
agree, honestly.
but yeah, this team really strong. Hitori, really strong Winston player, ball player as well. I think those are the two looks we're probably going to see the most from Leica today. But I'm not a professional. I don't really know what they're going to do. This is also, I think, the first time I've like officially casted Leica. Like I've not done a Leica cast yet.
You didn't watch the game yesterday? That shit was so sad.
No, I didn't. I was watching an expert game, and then I was really
Yeah,
tired, so I got off early. I'm not gonna lie.
fair enough. Yeah, I was watching it, and it just like Hitori came in the last map. She just came back from Greece, I think, a couple days ago, and they were not looking too hot. It was actually quite sad to see.
That's
But
sad.
hopefully they
That's
can turn around this
unfortunate.
game.
Yeah, well, they got a brick wall in front of them. They got this nightmare roster. Let's go ahead and take a look at this one as well. Painkiller on tank, Jutsu Peace DPS line, and then YB slash Lep. I mean, the cat's out the bag on that one. I don't really feel the need to keep it super private anymore, but I know he wants to be called YB on all this stuff, so we'll go with that as well. But this is Lep on main support and then virtual on flex support as well. And this is a stacked team on paper, right? Like at the start of the season, I don't know if anyone thought this team was going to drop a game, but they've dropped two so far and still some pretty tough games left to play. They got Laika today. I have to check to see who they have coming up as well. I still think they have Tanuki to play, which I think could be the best team in the league. And then they also have Dark Mode, who is starting to make a resurgence with the addition of Vex. So, yeah, lots to love about this roster. We'll see what kind of happens, but I think this is going to be a lot of people's favorites in this matchup tonight. Mm-mm-mm.
I'm looking forward to seeing Jutsu play. I want to watch him farm. I don't know if they're gonna play Cat Bastion like me and him were gonna do back in the day, but
Nah,
I'm
don't talk
gonna see
about
great things.
The Kiwi cat, the Kiwi Jutsu Cat Bastion duo, bro. Take me
That's
back,
Superman
take me
Batman right
back,
there.
bro. Oh my god, I miss it so much. I miss watching that Kintsugi team. It was so fun. But I always do match spreads before the game. You can go first. I can go
Oh
first.
shit.
Whichever you want to do. I think we're gonna have opposite preds. I'm not gonna lie.
You think opposite? Okay. Okay.
I can.
Hot take. I
You
think
got it.
Nightmare will just 3-0.
I had okay. Never mind. We had the exact same pride. I have Nightmare 3-0
Okay.
in this one too. I think they're just playing too well right now, and Leica, they really need to show me something. Is kind of what how I would classify it, if you know what I mean. Like
Yeah.
I think they're just kind of struggling right now, but that doesn't mean that the talent on this team is any worse, in my opinion. You know, still a really good team. And I think they're gonna prove it tonight. Also, can I knock on your stream?
Oh yeah, let's combo. That's a good
Let's
strat.
combo.
Yeah, I was if they didn't get 3-0'd by Way Too Thanos, which I really thought was a lot lower level team than I guess they were, because they showed it yesterday. I would have thought this was like a 50-50 game, but not from what
I'll
I
be
seen
honest.
yesterday.
Way Too Thanos 3-0, it's tough, but Way Too Thanos are coming off another 3-0 against Tanuki on that weekend. Like, and that's another like top team in Masters. Tanuki is Dion. I don't know if you know Dion
Yeah,
Excal manually. Like, that's a really good team, and
those are my old teammates. They got fucking
low key got
stomped.
cooked, bro. I'm not gonna lie. So, Unfortunate there, but hey, I guess we'll see what
Yeah, I was surprised by
happens.
that too. So anything can happen, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, it's
I
just tough
I
looks.
skipped over that match because I was like, it's probably gonna be a 3-0 for Tanuki, but they showed up.
That's true. They did show up. I mean, I way too Thanos. I'm just saying, if there's a team you're losing to right now, that's not a bad one considering they're just on a tear of all the top teams right now. But like, they're gonna get the first map pick here. They're going Oasis, and they are getting rid of the Diva. I don't know if you have any strong opinions on this draft. I think it's good, right? I mean, PK's a pretty big Diva player, so I think it makes sense.
I just don't think Diva's not really strong in the meta right now. From the scrims I've been playing with like Team GB, it's just been a lot of Ram, Maga, Sig. There's a little bit of Diva in there, but not something like I would be really afraid of on Oasis, I guess. But maybe they got some scouting and see that they really like playing Diva here.
That's true. Nightmare haven't really played a tough match in a while, I believe. Like, no offense to the people they've played, you know. Love all you guys, but if we're looking at like top competition, they've beaten Missing, Way Too Thanos, which I mean are kind of just destroying people right now. But that was 11 days ago. The Fallen and Mouse 5 and Team DDD, so they're kind of running through that bottom 4 right now, and we'll see if their first matchup against one of these top teams. It's been how many days since they played Exo? Jesus, dude, it's been 22 days. This team has had a
Damn.
lot of time to cook. That was the last time they saw a look against a top roster. So we'll see if they got the sauce tonight or what. But their band's in. Lineups are gonna get finalized. I'll swap my stream over for you as soon as I get an invite to the lobby. And two FaceIt admins said I was in the lobby. So if I'm not in the lobby, it's their fault, not mine.
Fair enough. Yeah, something I know Jutsu tells me is that he has no clue who he's playing until he's in the lobby. He does not give a fuck. He always puts 100% in every single time he loads up. So I don't think, at least for him, I don't think he's stressed about the matchup.
Hey, he's going
I
against
don't know about the rest.
former teammates, right? Hattori, I guess somewhat Juno, but not really because Juno may not play.
Yeah, I don't think
Just
she's.
Hattori, I
Yeah,
guess, actually.
yeah, it's just Hattori. It doesn't look. Juno's just. I think she's just subbing because she's doing school or something.
That makes sense. Yeah, Juno's a really awesome player, though. I don't know. I miss that Kintsugi team, but it's also kind of like awesome to see you guys in OWCS like finding. I don't. Maybe not finding success, but you know, like the fact that yeah, you're in OWCS is really cool. You know what I mean?
That's something. That's something.
I was about to say
mean,
finding success, and I was like, hey, I saw. Hey, I've seen the map wins though. Dildux was not doing that.
That's true. We were taking something. We're looking strong at the end, but you know, we did lose a 100-meter lead to SSG. But you know, it's like another day. You know. Anyways, what was the other band?
I'm checking right now. My Discord stream, it should be swapped for you, and the second band is going to be Bastion for Nightmare.
Bastion.
And I need to
Interesting.
swap my
Maybe they're a Cat
subs.
Bastion team.
Like a Cat Bastion team. That could be tough as fuck too. Let me lock these bands in on my side real quick, and we'll go ahead and get into the first map, man. If Laika win this first map, I think we're going to have our hands full. We have 2 3-0 Preds, though. We have 0 Faith, obviously, so we'll see what happens.
Never know, anything can happen.
You and Juno have been doing a
Is
great
Painkiller
job
walking the
tonight.
Zarya here? A little Zar Vendetta. I've seen a little bit of resurgence of this, but I haven't seen it pretty consistently played. So I'm actually kind of interested to see that it's something Nightmare's kind of comfortable locking here with this Diva band. And Tori on the Mauga, I kind of like the Laika matchup on paper here, but hey, there's gonna be a lot of damage coming from Jutsu. And Painkiller charged up could also be a problem. But I think the Mauga's just gonna apply so much pressure to the Zar that like it's gonna be hard for her to do something sometimes.
It just depends. Okay, yeah, this is a decent call. I like the Cat over Lucio in some of these. It's just hard with the Reaper for the Maga team.
Oh my. Gates from
That's a
Beast.
scary start.
Almost finds a kill, but everyone on Laika able to stay up. Tori half health as Beast gonna continue walking down with the bubbles, but no kills found for Nightmare. This is Vendetta player. Full stacks, but Tori's gonna find first blood. Jutsu's dead. Virtual really low as well with the kills here for Nightmare. The kills continue to come for Laika. No Virtual, no Jutsu. And it looks like they're going to find this first point cap as everyone else just getting out left. Beast and making
On Kintsugi, we would call her Bigfoot, and it's showing right now.
Bigfoot.
Bigfoot the Maga, come on now.
Yeah, I mean, whatever, by any means, I guess. I don't really know. Cinnabar, though, really close to a cat hold already, 70%. J-Man coming up on the Deadeye. And Painkiller is just so low on this walk-up. It looks like Nightmare going to take it towards the high ground here. Jeez. starting to contest the point as well. Lau's really low. Coming up on the Kirish ahead of Virtual, about 15% as Peace looking for a turn here on the Vendetta. Lau able to stay alive, and Peace has to get out for now. This looks like J-Man gonna try and hunt this kill down as Cinnabar finds it. Pick found. Everyone on Laika still pretty healthy. And Tori starting to get a little bit low, but the pair should be here from the back line. We'll see.
I think there's a really hard matchup for Nightmare here. Like
I agree.
The Marcom is so much better for all.
Hey. Oh, big kill from Jutsu, but it does end up getting traded by Lampin. Cinnabar gonna clean this up. 2 for Lampin, make it 3 for the Reaper player, and Laika continue to hold on to the point. And hey, our Nightmare 3-0 pred may be
wrong.
We may be cooked, dude. I'll
They're
be
looking
honest.
for an early hit here, maybe.
I joined the co-streamer Preds this season, and I thought I was gonna tear it up, and I'm in 3rd right now. Like I have not been doing well, bro.
This is how it be. Yeah, they're gonna go early for high noon. This is a really good play for them. Go J-Man.
I don't know what is happening, but Kirish has come out, and Painkiller's just gone. Jutsu using the overclock, but needs to do the world with it. His Lep's gonna die as well. 5v2 in favor of Laika, and man, Nightmare just cannot build any sort of momentum as we're moving towards last fight territory, and 2 big ults came out of them that fight.
They're gonna take another early fight here. It looks like if they take the fight on point, it's gonna be really hard for the Hattori team to win. To grab Vendetta, they just need to look for a cage on this rotation.
It beats out Cage used as well. Going to find the Vendetta player, and Peace absolutely cut through. His Painkiller's gone. Lau is going to be traded, but without this tank for Nightmare, it's going to be really, really hard for them to find a fight win here as J-Man cleans up another onto Jutsu. It's just the supports left of Nightmare with the world to do, but Lampin has this Reaper roll, and oh my god. Swapping POVs. Virtual going to be the last one alive. We'll see if there's a touch from Painkiller on the Doofist. He's using the Vendetta ult, probably needs like 5. Not going to find anything. Is Painkiller dead, and it looks like Laika going to wrap this first point up with a bow on it. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, that was a really good first round for for Laika. I don't think they should keep playing the Zarya Vendetta comp. Not something I've seen a lot in any of the scrims or stuff I've been doing, and it looks like the Maga just rolls it over. They couldn't even do anything at that point.
Yeah, I think I talked about it a little bit at the beginning. I don't know, like I don't play high level Overwatch. When I see Malga versus Zarya, I just think the Zarya just has like such a hard time like walking, right? Like even when it feels like you can walk, it's like bait if you don't have both your bubbles. I feel like, and it's just so hard for like Painkiller to get online and start putting output into the back line, especially when you're on like Cast Reaper as well. Like the amount of damage that goes into Painkiller is hard, and Peace just I think has way too much to do on the Vendetta. But hey, we'll see. It looks like they're gonna stick it here, so we'll see if there's an adjustment. And really nothing changed for either team. Left on the Lucio once again. No cat coming out on this one. Beast just kind of lurking on the high ground. Lampin on the off angle as well. By the way, J-Man Lampin, one of my favorite budget DPS lines for players that may have not been super highly rated last season. Two of my personal favorites though. And J-Man finds first blood onto Peace once again. Laika picking up right where they left off. Virtual really low. Suzu helps keep the Kiri alive, but Lep's really low. J-Man able to find the kill. Nice shots from the cast. Peace respawning, and Jutsu looking for a trade, but so far not able to find anything.
Yeah, J-Man was a really good pickup in like the mid-season. I think he is really underrated. He kept doing a lot on Amplify, and I always felt like he was the best player on their team. It's good to see him get on a better roster.
Yeah,
no flame to those players, of course.
I met J-Man at LAN, so big fan of J-Man. I told him, it's a funny story. I told him about the fact I was going to start co-streaming before I ever did a co-stream. So he knew that I was planning on doing it before I ever did it, and he was a big supporter. So shout out J-Man.
He's got the Parker coin since day one.
Yeah, and Peace going over to the Reaper here. Painkiller going to mirror the Malga, but Lau just puts Jutsu down early, and Nightmare full retrievement. We'll see if Laika try and hunt anything more down here. As Peace going to get isolated a little bit, but Wraith going to be used. Looks like Nightmare going to stay alive.
The Maga swap for PK is actually really good. I don't think he would find success on Zarya. They have no strength in that Zarya comp compared to this Maga comp. They can't poke, they can't brawl, nothing to do but sit there and take hits.
Yeah, Tori gonna get this Kiri rush here from Lau. Virtual mirrors it. Painkiller taking a lot of damage. Tori looking for this follow up onto the Malga. Virtual really low as well. This Kiri might burn to death as J-Man's cleaning up too on the Cassidy once again, man. Laika coming up with the goods, and Nightmare just have not been able to find answers as Jutsu overclocks. Cinnabar's gone. And looking for more with this one. J-Man needs to be careful on the cast, trying to LOS this, but Tori may just be killing the Soch here. And hey, fortunate for Jutsu, gonna even the odds back up. 4v4.
All they gotta do is wait for them to touch point. They're just gonna cage blast. Game's over. It's gonna be so hard.
It has to stay alive. Left trying to hunt this one down, but I think the Reaper should be able to stay up. Painkiller looking for this one still. Oh, Lampin barely able to stay alive. You talked about the cage blossom. It might be big here. Beast gone, and everyone on Nightmare is so low. Lampin cleans up 2. 5v3. Beat used from left. It looks like nothing going to be found as Laika. Quick little first map. You're going to start off with a dominant 2-0 on Oasis and move to 1-0 in the series, and our Preds are immediately dead.
We're already wrong. I guess Hitori's back and their team's locked the fuck in. Holy. Yeah, I mean, that first point from Nightmare was just like really poor comp choice. They played the whole entire first point without swapping, which I think is really bad. And they just snowballed from there.
Yeah, I agree. I think the Zarya Vendetta is just so hard to play versus the Malga. They got off of it, and I think the ult economy as well. Just once you swap comps, you have to win a team fight to kind of get your ult economy alive. But
well, you can swap comps, but it has to be right after the first fight. Otherwise, you just get too much of a deficit.
And hey, we're back. Projector should be back. There we go.
W. Oh wait, I gotta change my thing too.
No audio. And Nightmare gonna get their first map pick of the series. Drafts really quick though. They're going to New Junk City and they're banning out the May. Also, if you don't have the matchroom link, I put it in prod chat. It should be like up or down if you need it.
Okay.
Just in case. I can call off the bans though. The ban from Laika's in really quick. It looks like we're gonna have no downtime between maps. Hey.
They're telling me I'm getting caster mogged. I think you're just too good, Parker.
I'm not
getting the problem.
You're not getting You're doing perfect, dude. It's not getting caster mogged, you know. My problem is I need someone to help me out. Like I talk too much, you know, and then I don't know what I'm saying. But if I have someone who has knowledge, you know, to bounce off of, it's like it's what I need. It's my struggle, and you do that well. So it's more of like we provide different things. I'd say, you know what I mean?
Yeah, like, I like your shirt.
Thank you. It's the Team USA jersey.
Yeah, my dad has one. You look like Waldo, but I like it.
Thanks, dude. I don't have the heart to put on any more of my Argentina jerseys right now because I have 2 messy Argentina jerseys and a messy Inter Miami jersey, and I just like don't have the heart to do it. Let's get Twitch Preds going for maps. That's gonna have to be one of my mods, bro. They got that.
That's a good call. Someone get me as well.
Yo, can one of my mods come and chat? I'm messaging one of my mods on Discord, bro. Hey, do Preds. I didn't want to mention it, Juice, but that's an all-time little quote from you there. Not gonna lie.
So wait, what were the bans again?
It is. We don't know the second ban. We know it was a May ban from Nightmare.
May ban from Nightmare. Interesting. I mean, I guess Nightmare's scared of the Sig comp. There's a really strong Sig Mizuki May comp that people still run even after the nerfs.
That's true. Also, I think I destroyed our knock, so I'm knocking again, by the way. I don't know what happened.
Okay. Yeah, if you close it, it blows up.
I did not know that. I'm like the worst like start streaming together person ever because I just like never did it right. When I did it with Vex, I was just like a bot. Like
it's okay, we're learning.
It was bad, but hopefully it works this time. I don't know. And we finally get to see what the second ban is as well. It's going to be Ramatra taken away by Laika. Don't think it's a horrible draft at all.
That's gonna force another manga mirror if they want to do that, because you can't really play the Sig without the May. It's really hard unless you have a sim player, but I don't know if Peace got that on him. In all honesty, so it's probably gonna look like another manga mirror. I think Cat might be a little bit harder in this, so maybe we'll see Cinnabar on the Lucio as well. But
yeah, and probably gonna be a lot to love. I will swap this to this. Where is it? There it is. There we go. Then I will swap my stream over, and we'll see what these teams want to play. You said the Malgamir. I think it's a good shout. And PK's back on the Zarya. I mean, Notori, we saw Laika last map, perfectly fine on the Malgamir, and it looks like Nightmare just want to go back to the Zarvin again.
Watch your flanks. They might try something.
I legit told Parker this strat, Vex. I have no clue what you're talking about, bro. Like, seriously. But hey, it's going to be the Malga. Painkiller actually going over to the Malga here. No Zarya. I was not looking at my monitor, so I didn't see it. Jutsu going over to the Shion. I really like Shion as a character. I don't know how
Shion over
she
Cass.
is, but
She's still really good. They did a lone nerf recently, but I don't think it was enough to make her completely useless out of the meta.
Yeah, it looks like they're looking for this hit on the backline, combining the bike with the Malga stomp and J-Man. Not a lot of space to breathe. This Lampet trades one, but Lau's dead. 4v3 in Nightmare's favor. Zatori looking for a trade. And, I mean, gets the crunch. Hey, what a play from the Malga. Does eventually trade out.
Bigfoot.
But I think this trade may pay a lot of dividends here. It looks like Nightmare just going to take control of the point. Laika going to regroup for another team fight. Tori going to be the late spawn here. Virtual, though, has to walk back as well. Pretty long walk left. Going to taxi the Curie, so shouldn't be that bad.
I do think the blue team here is gonna have a harder time with the cast. It gives the painkiller team a lot more of a target. So they're just always gonna go on J-Man. It's gonna be really hard.
Yeah,
to
and you
live.
see painkiller crashing out pretty hard here, but oh shoot, we
And
got
a
a
pause.
DC. Uh-oh. We'll see what happens with this one. But yeah, you said it. They're going really, really hard onto J-Man. Cast absolutely no mobility. I'm kind of curious to see if we see him swap or not, but Peace is dead, so +1 fight for Laika kind of early in on this one. A really unfortunate circumstance for Nightmare, man. Just when you get a little something going, it all falls apart. Can we make a dono goal to get you a Fernan Torres jersey?
Who's that?
No. I don't know. I think it's a Spain player. I'm not tapped in, guys, on Spain players. But I know.
Ooh,
actually, that's the guy
Peace
who
is
scored the goal,
gone.
isn't it, bro? I'm mad at you, Harp.
He's gonna set them back even further.
Peace isn't back. This could get messy quickly if Peace doesn't get here in time. And then someone's going to post on Twitter that the FaceIt admins suck. It always happens. I love the FaceIt admins. They're always nice to me. Yeah, see, it's right there. It's already in the match chat.
Well, it's because they don't do the pauses. Every time this happened with me and Lich, like we had to play and win.
And hey, Jutsu finds a trail to Tori, and Nightmare is still kind of winning this team fight. 4v5. Left behind Cinnabar. Lampet's gonna die here. And I think someone left the game. I think someone leaves the game in order to trigger another pause. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that is something we thought about doing, but it's actually not best strat. Because you don't really have a choice, especially if you've already lost the fight.
Yeah, I'm kind of curious to see who left. 5 specs, fix it.
Actually, it looks like the face admin's pause because there's no timer.
Oh, maybe they're watching the game. Yeah, that could. Yeah, an admin pause the match. Hey, there we go. And
One of the
I'll be
players
honest.
have to go and request it. That's the problem with the system. There was a controversy in season 6 where a team may or may not have done attack pause, so they got rid of the pause button in the FaceIt menu.
Yeah, I did. It was I think it was season 7, but it's like
Was it
it was Vivacity
me?
Visions and like Expert.
Oh, that as well.
It was that
see.
game. I remember that. I'm not a fan of it. I don't really know though. Oh, there was another team that have used it though. Yeah, they paused it to like track ults on Bullskunk stream because of the 2-minute delay.
Really?
I believe that is another big reason why. I'm on the FaceIt
I didn't know
council
that
thing,
either.
so like I do talk to the admins, not admins. I talk to like Coppet and like 2 others maybe occasionally. And we asked some questions recently, and so I know a little bit of stuff. I don't actually know if I was supposed to share that, but
it is what it is. I mean, for me, I had a attack pause in my grand finals in season 6, and they might have completely changed comp right after the
how
pause.
did the stream together end? I didn't even do anything. I clicked restart stream. My window was open.
Stream together ended.
I don't even know what happened. Like,
oh, they're going back in.
is Peace back?
Here,
I have no clue.
Oh wait, no.
PC Nurk emergency nightmare sub. Hey, I'll take. If they need me in there, bro. Dude, I actually you guys will find this one probably funny. I was spectating an expert scrim and someone's DPS disconnected, and the team that had the DPS disconnect was like, "Hey, Parker, you want to sub in?" And I didn't want to sub in, but I was like, "Imagine I subbed into the expert scrim." It was like a good expert scrim too, and I was like,
How do you do?
"What? Me?
Did you get in?
No,
yeah.
I didn't want to play. But I was like, what if I got into the expert scrim and then I posted an LFT that was like looking for team high expert, low masters, like scrim experience up to top expert. Like that could have been tough. And that wouldn't have been a lie either. And it looks like we have Peace back finally. So we'll see what happens here. But Nightmare did low-key win this team fight, by the way. Like without their their Reaper player, which is in some
It's
ways
the curse of the
impressive.
disconnect. The other team just gets too comfortable.
Stream together. I hate stream together, bro. It's like my least favorite thing ever.
They at you in. What is going on? How's it casting an EXO game? You get to see all of Kyo's messages.
Dude, casting EXO is fun. Like they're just a fun team, so it's like it's really not bad, like at all. So I would usually like.
I love Kyo always takes a screenshot of the messages he sent and say, and they can't take it.
Oh yeah, he was funny. But Nightmare gonna win this fight anyway, despite the DC, which, you know, it's kind of impressive, I'm not gonna lie. Piece should be on the way back. Gonna reset the Reaper Blossom charge though. We'll see how that potentially plays into the macro of this first point. It's starting to come online for both teams. Left has the earliest beat ever, ahead of basically everyone else in the lobby on ult charge. We'll see what kind of happens here.
It looks like it's gonna be a win for the whole army. All left needs to do is get B and they win the fight.
Yeah, Jutsu gonna find Lao early. Probably gonna put it into this one pretty fast. We'll see if Laika even have a recontest here. No ults needed from Nightmare.
Doesn't even get there.
Big turnaround on this map. Hey.
I think J-Man needs to go Soj or he needs to match Shion. It's gonna be really hard for him to get values cast if they're playing this kind of mirror.
I do agree. I think they're just going to keep crashing out on J-Man every team fight. That bike plus that Malga Stomp plus whatever damage the other 3 players on the team get is just going to be like so brutal. And also, I watched the comms check on Nightmare playing this exact comp. They are like 100% combining the bike with the Stomp and everything.
Yeah, that's how you're meant to. Really good.
Hey,
that's what we call it.
Thank you so much for the raid. Holy cow.
W raid.
bro, 50 viewer raid. But the team fight's starting to take place. Nightmare use the Kyrie Rush. It looks like pretty big retreat here from Laika. Lampin needs to try and not get staggered. Has to use the raid to get out. But hey, thank you so much for the raid.
Kite's not even, point's not even unlocked. This is really good. They should be able to touch this if they rush their own. Gonna look for a cage beyond fight for the Tor team.
Yeah, Nightmare just gonna clean this one up anyway. Allow use the Kyrie Rush, but nothing really found here for Laika. We'll see if Vittori wants to invest the cage and it comes out. Nightmare mirrors it. This Reaper ult gonna clean up pretty much everybody. His Jutsu actually gonna use the Shion ult here. Virtual finds Lao, and it's just Vittori left. And despite the ult investment, Laika not gonna win the team fight.
They nearly made it happen. Something in these comps is that Death Blossom can instantly win any of these fights. So it wasn't even a bad attempt for them going for that. It's just they didn't execute it properly. A good Death Blossom can just cheat everything in this comp. It's really OP.
That's fair. The ult's economy looking pretty dry for both teams here. Pieces coming up on the Reaper ult. That DC may have worked out because they just have like kind of an uncontested Reaper ult here. But actually, dead pre-fight. Big kill for Laika to give. Painkiller going to trade 2 in the backline. No supports for Laika. Trade found by J-Man, who's over to the Shion now, like you kind of talked about. Painkiller cleaning up a 3rd here. J-Man is able to find a Lep, but I think this Malga just has way too much HP for Jutsu and Lep to or not Jutsu, I mean J-Man and Lep are, wow, I don't know who I'm talking about right now. J-Man and Lampant to try and chew through. Cinnabar.
I didn't know J-Man had a Shion on him. I'm excited to see if he's actually any good at it.
Cinnabar has the beat here, has to stay alive. Painkiller picking up this Lucio, the bike.
Oh, the bike!
Gonna find an in to Cinnabar. It's the only ult available for Laika. Really nothing from Nightmare, but coming up on stuff really quickly. His piece has the Reaper ult. Virtual coming up on the Kyrie Rush as well. Nightmare finding the flip here. Is Virtual going to invest this Kyrie Rush, looking for Lampin as Painkiller. Going to start walking down the Reaper, and Lampin going to fall.
They made it anyways. Yeah, that rush looked really unnecessary from Virtual. It felt like they were just all getting out anyways.
And Tori finds a trade, but Point gonna get juggled for a little bit here. Cinnabar still has the beat, but going to die. Not going to want to invest it here. And Nightmare, quick turnaround from this map, from the last map. Gonna go up 2-0 on New Junk City so far. At Peace Nerd 1, what you sipping on tonight? You already know what it is. Cherry Coke Zero. It is the classic.
Ooh.
It's so good.
Making me want a Coke.
Dude, we don't even start. That's like, I put people on that, and they're like, I literally had a friend, I put him on it, and he was like, you changed my life.
Oh, it must be really good then.
It is. It's so good. But lots of ults available for both teams here. 4 ults, kind of for both. 5 for Laika's. Cage has come out here. Reaper ults used. Ults up with the Sentry, and Lampin's dead. Jutsu able to clean up J-Man as well. Tori does find a trade, but gonna be the only one left is Nightmare Man. He's gonna stagger out the Malga a little bit. And they're gonna find the early cap once again, man. Nightmare.
I think Jutsu used his ult though, which was pretty poor. They layered both DPS ults in that cage. Make this next fight really hard.
They low-key used everything but their Curie Rush because they didn't have it to use. So yeah, Laika, they're gonna have the ults to get back into this one with. They have both DPS ults and Curie Rush. Honestly, a lot to potentially even snowball the point. Painkiller looking for the back
This
line.
really hits really good for them. They don't have a choice. If they take the fight on point, it's just over. Rush on point just wins the game instantly.
I saw Red X talking
Here's
about
what
that in
they're
your
looking
chat. Might go Red X. Laika actually gonna find a flip here.
Big stop!
Rush comes out.
Cinnabar's
Cinnabar gets
dead!
crunched. Slamp it. Using the Reaper roll here, J-Man pops the shield, only finds Painkiller. This piece really low and going to fall. And Laika, they're winning the fight. They also have control of the point. Virtual. What are we doing, son? We can't drop that rush into this. Going to die to Lampent. Big mistake from Nightmare, and that's going to be a big ult lost.
This is putting Hattori, or this is putting Laika back in the game. No rush is gonna make these next couple fights really hard for them.
Yeah,
Oh
and
I've
they
seen this
basically
before.
don't
They're
have
going
anything.
early.
I mean, Jutsu coming up with the Shiono. Yeah, they're setting for an early hit here. No ults really available for either team.
A lot of time if the Reaper can get on top of the carry and force Suzu before the full brawl works out, it's really strong. You can see it there. Lampent's
Yeah.
like looking for the carry instantly.
Suzu forced left really, really low, but should be able to get carried up here as Chaos just taking place in the Nightmare backline. Lampent looking for follow-up. Jutsu's so low, and both teams going to start playing this kind of slow. Jutsu still not full health. Looking for a combined hit with Painkiller, but nothing's really found as left. Lao dies. He has this Reaper roll, but Jutsu going to find one with the Shion ult. It looks like Nightmare going to find a fight win here off the back of Jutsu's ult. Left through the beat into that one as well. Nothing used for Laika. They're going to have one recontest available.
Laika really needs to look to build beat before they start this fight. If they take the fight early, which is what I think Nightmare should look to do if they're ult tracking properly, it's going to be really hard to win. It looks like they're setting up for the fight early as well.
Yeah, we'll see what Laika want to do here. Cinnabar 15% away from the beat. Natori go button press as Cage comes out from Painkiller, and the Reaper ult helps to find J-Man. Cinnabar needs this beat bad as Lampent throwing his own Reaper ult, but gonna die here. 5v3 in Nightmare's favor as Lau found by Virtual as well, and it's just Cinnabar left on the Lucio beat. Not going to amount to much in Nightmare. Quick turnaround from the first map, going to even things up in this series. Jutsu 33-2. Same with Painkiller 32-2. Big performances.
Yeah, they rushed that fight really hard. They had so much time to play with, and they just instantly went and didn't give Cinnabar any time to build beat. All they had to do there was sit main, take a low poke, make sure they bait, so that because if you walk too farther, they're just going to go with the Cage Blossom your own, you're going to lose. But if you bait, build a little bit of ult, and then go, it's a lot stronger for you.
Yeah, makes sense. I think Nightmare looking much better on this Malgamir than they did on the Zara Vendetta. I'm happy they got on that one, I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, something I heard from Painkiller and Jutsu after one of their losses earlier in the season is that they just didn't, their team just never swapped. They didn't know what the right comp was to play, and they'd always be playing like these half good, half bad comps. And I think they've figured it out, at least on this map for sure.
Yeah, they looked really good, really good on the Malga. So we'll see if they continue with that this series or not. But it's gonna be like it with another map pick, and it's going to be in. We're going to Runa Sapi for a map 3, and honestly, these are my favorite map types to watch. So I'm kind of sad that we get them all over with early.
They're the best map types to play too. The escort maps are like some of the players' least favorite in the entire game. They're all just a slug.
It's my least favorite as well. I'm not gonna lie. Like it's not my thing. But I do think the thing with like escort and hybrid is that if a team is good at them, they're like really, really good at them. I think like in terms of just like competition, like if you feel like strongly about one of the escort or hybrid maps, it is like such a really strong map pick, I think, to pick just in a series, because I think teams that really, really struggle on escort and hybrid really, really struggle. And also because there's not a lot of maps in like the flashpoint and push pool, I think it's hard. I think more teams are just usually more practiced on those across the board, because we only had what, Servas and a New Junk for like a year. So like those two maps, they're like solved.
That's something I think a lot of teams don't take advantage of, is that a lot of the more hated maps like Paricio and this EWC pool, like they're just never going to be picked. And if you get really good at these map types, it's going to force people to either have a bad draft or they're forced to play a map they don't want to play, which makes it really hard for them.
Yeah.
That's something we had a problem with on Kintsugi, is that we fucking sucked at Havana. So every time we played draft, we always had to make sure we chose a different escort so we didn't have to play Havana if we ever lost a map.
Yeah, I think that makes sense. I truly believe that those are like the strongest map picks in a series that you can have, or the escort and hybrid picks. So
yeah, I agree.
We'll see what happens. I paid out this pred, by the way. Chochi's slacking on the modding today. Preds.
You gotta pay them. I pay my mods 1 cent.
Dude, that's crazy. It's like my friend is becoming a lawyer, and he's like, "Pay me 1 cent a year, and I'll have we have confidentiality." I was like, "Huh, interesting."
That's elite. W friend actually.
I know. And the ban is in this map from Laika and Nightmare. It's gonna be Lucio for Laika and Cassidy for Nightmare.
That was Nightmare the second ban.
Nightmare was second ban.
That makes sense because it looks like Cinnabar prefers the cat in these mock comps, and I mean Lep's known for his Lucio, so he probably wants to play Lucio overall. And Cass Cat in this on this map is actually really strong.
Yeah, I think
I think
Cat is
he
getting
got a
really
lot
good.
done.
It might be Cat Bastion from Laika. I feel like they were pretty obvious they were protecting the Jetpack Cat with the Lucio ban.
Yeah.
So I'll see. Well, I think it's going to be a Cat Bastion. Look, I'm not 100% sure of anything in this series, but I think that could be a pretty good one. I have confirmation that Piece's power went out because his dad turned on the AC. Wow. Thank you for
That's
the
awesome.
report, Koala with a mic. That's tough.
Oh, W Koala. He's always in my streams
And
too.
I'll swap this to for you real quick. Cha-ching, and I'll swap for my stream now. Ban should be locked, and it's gonna be another Amalgam. I mean, hey,
Makes
why
sense.
not?
Yeah, I'd be surprised if they actually run out Cat Bastion here. I think it might be really hard for them, but I've actually seen this matchup before. Cat Bastion to Shion. It's interesting.
What's your opinion on
It,
it?
the draft doesn't make sense from Nightmare. If they know the other team are going to go Cat Bastion, like you want the cast open, I think.
Yeah,
And
I kind of agree.
Cast was like not a threat. Like J-Man's cast was not a threat just because he was getting stomped every fight, and I don't think they're gonna be able to make it work. But something that we did on DSG actually on this map specifically is if you fly your Maga at the Cat Bastion, it can force their form and make them have to go out really easily. And maybe it's something we see here. I don't know if they're.
I've seen a lot of the Amalgam flying. I think it's actually pretty funny. And J-Man is on the Cat Bastion here. They did lock it in. Both teams on the Reaper as well, so we'll see if what should we call it? Like you can find a map when you're on their second map pick. Both teams just kind of playing pretty slow here. No crunching from the Amalgams yet. J-Man taking a lot of damage though. Needs to be careful. Looks like Vittori.
Their go timer. Shion's got a cut with the bike.
Gonna get pinged
Not
out here.
anything.
So low for Laika, but the kills aren't being found yet. Jutsu just outputting so much damage on this Shion, and Tori needs to play cover. Is J-Man gonna get cut down? Focus fire. Too strong from Nightmare. Gonna have an advantage so far in this team fight. Jutsu looking for follow-up Lampent, looking for a trade in the backline, but so far nothing found. Cinnabar has to be careful not to trade here. This fight's gone on for so long, but Tori's gonna fall. I think Laika need a quick reset here as Peace finds a second on it to Cinnabar. Jutsu going to find the cleanup onto Lampent as well.
Yes, they showed the Cat Bastion's not a threat if you don't have good timing. The whole time J-Man was just getting shot out and he was never able to actually go in. I think that was more on the Cat though, because the approach from them just seemed pretty poor. They just stood above the point instead of using like the roofs around it.
Yeah, I think makes sense. I'm definitely have to watch that. This is a really strong Cat Bastion map though. A lot of map left to play. We'll see if they can adjust or not. You see Jutsu just applying so much pressure early in the team fight, trying to build up to the Shion ult. It looks like Painkiller coming up on a pretty early cage as well, and it looks like Nightmare just playing this one slow, gonna make Laika find a way to push into the mirror. Just kind of getting lifted around right now. Neither team wants to give an inch. No one wants to make a mistake. It's only a 49-meter push for Nightmare, so anything's possible. Lampent already kind of forced out. His Painkiller looking for a Tori here. Cage used in the Shion ult. Probably about to come out from Jutsu, looking for the whole back line. And he cleans up two. J-Man does find a trade, but it's only Lampent left. 3 for Jutsu. Nightmare gonna get this first checkpoint on Runasapi.
Not a bad position though still for Laika. Like Nightmare just used 5 ults and they still have Cage Blossom coming up. So I think they should be able to take this fight pretty easily if they play it correctly.
Yeah, I was about to say, that was a 5-ult team fight from Nightmare. Literally everything came out, so big in for Laika here. Nightmare going to give space once again. I mean, don't really have a lot of options, but Laika need to convert the Cage Blossom here. And we'll see if they're able to. Not always the freest fight win.
Yeah, it just comes down to caging the squishies. Like, mainly if you get the Curie in the cage, it makes it a lot harder, and then getting your Caesar onto your Reaper.
Yeah, but Laos did not fight.
Wow.
And an in for Nightmare. Cage is going to get used anyway. It finds Peace, so they find a trade, but they still have no Curie. And Jutsu really low, trying to stay alive. Looks like barely going to be able to here as Virtual. Still alive for Nightmare, able to give care to these squishy targets. And Tori trying to trade onto Painkiller pretty hard here. They know the Reaper is dead, so the damage kind of favors Laika, and Painkiller's going to fall. Virtual dead too, and Laika, they're going to win this team fight. Kind of scrappy, but get it done at the end of the day regardless. And they're going to start accruing meterage themselves. 15 meters and counting. NTMR at the 61. And this first checkpoint cap would do really, really good for Laika. They still have an ult advantage. NTMR need this cage built up from Painkiller as quickly as possible.
Yeah, they look to go early before they get their ults. It's going to be really good for them. They could look for like a Cat Bastion combo, but those are really hard to pull off into these kind of comps, just because the cat normally dies during it, but we'll see what they do here.
And Tori just gonna start walking up on a Painkiller. Cinnabar has his cattle. Gonna grab the Reaper with it. Lampent. Or not Lampent, I'm sorry.
Kill.
Peace falls off the map. I thought it said Lampent on the bottom. I was like, what the hell? But Laika gonna win this team fight. And yep, gonna find the first cap as well as Jutsu falls. Only the cattle was used. Look at the ult economy. It's really starting to wrap around for them as well. They're gonna have their cage Curie Rush coming back up.
Yeah, this is a good spot for Laika still, because they're going to get their rush cage in time if they play this correctly. It's going to be really hard for NTMR to walk into this rush.
Yeah, what would be another 5-ult team frame from NTMR? We'll have to wait and see as Laika are capturing the lead right now. Fashionable use from J-Man. Doesn't really find anything. Cage out for Painkiller, but Tori. Nice shift going to keep the Malga alive. Lampent needs to stay up as Tori first the cage into this. If big ults are getting used, yeah. Lep is gone, but Lampent gets traded 4v4, and Jutsu 1 HP gonna die on the bike. Painkiller, not a lot of health left as the Reaper ult comes out, but nothing found. Peace actually does find Cinnabar, and Tori trying to trade Painkiller, but it's gonna be now virtual left for NTMR. And Laika gonna clean this team fight up. Big win there. And 5 more ults come out
up for them. Those 2 Suzus on that Catnap and saving them from that Blossom was really big. I could have changed the entire thing. Catnap into like cage is so hard to beat, especially if you have Blossom. That was really well done.
Oh, yeah,
They're just gonna look to go fast again, probably. They just want to get meters on this map.
Yeah, it
looks
looks
so
so good for them so far. Lampent coming up on another Reaper ult. DPS ults for Laika. Nothing for NTMR, man. Another 5-ult team fight. That is so sad. And they lost that one, so. In destruction mode is Lep, 1 HP. Lampent looking for this kill. And he has the Reaper ult as well as Lep dies. Lau does get traded, but Painkiller's gone already. And honestly, may not even need to invest this one. Looking for Peace on the Reaper. Going to get hunted down as Satori does get traded. Virtual fights a second. Hey! Fights a third!
Oh,
wait a second! Virtual! And I think may have kind of killed this. J-Man might just die on the card here. I don't even know if getting out
for them.
I don't even know if getting out's worth it. I mean, he's just going to get hunted down, I feel like. But hey, that does actually make it out, so I'm
they would have had a big ult advantage into the last part of the map if Virtual didn't get those trades, so that's really well done. I've been in this position before though. NTMR definitely can make a comeback. Not quite as bad, but
I didn't want to be the one who said it. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay, you can say it,
the
bro.
one who said it. But hey, let's see what NTMR are able to do here. Still trying to build up to these ults. Virtual. That's gonna go on a Curie Rush, but like I have 5, so let's see what happens on this one. Is cage mounts from a Tori. Painkiller mirrors it. Lampent using this Reaper ult. His Lep is gone. Jutsu gets traded. It's just a virtual left. It's Laika win another team fight. The cage and the Curie Rush were used from NTMR. Cage Reaper used from Laika in that one as well. So this next team fight going to be pretty important for both teams, I think.
Real game starts in the last 3 minutes, so we're gonna see the real game in just a few seconds here.
Yeah,
oh, they switched to Cat Bastion of their own.
Yeah, kind of poked that early on Peace. Jutsu on the Bash. We'll see if he's able to get something done. This Curie Rush is just going to help chew through the Bastion. It's Tori looking for more in the backline, but needs to be careful. No reload. Catnap used from Cinnabar's. Virtual 1 going to fall. Reaper used from Peace. Doesn't find enough as actually Painkiller is able to kill Hitori.
They're getting meters this whole time.
This Malga just doesn't have a lot of health left. J-Man does fall. I mean, Loud looking for this trade and finds it. Laika not going to be able to push the bot much more. The respawns from NTMR are here. Lampent might just be dying on this one. Actually going to try to get out. Valiant effort. Slap. Trying to hit this one down, but Laika, they built themselves quite a lead here. 70 meters, or 72 meters.
It's all too familiar. All too familiar.
And we'll see if they can secure the map win or not.
Well, looking for the Cat Bastion duel in the sky. This is, we would call Jutsu Superman because he just fly around his Lego Bastion doing his job.
Yeah, J-Man used the form there, by the way, but Painkiller's going to die somehow.
Ooh, Tori's grabbed.
Good job to kind of hold the form for now. We'll see if he finds anything, but Peace is going to die, and NTMR, they're going to regroup for a single team fight here at the end of the map. It's Laika looking poised to take this one. They have almost every ult in the bank, just lagging behind on the cat ult. Nightmare gonna have quite a lot as well, but Jutsu gonna start things off with the Bastion. We'll see if he can find anything. Looks like just gonna be damage on to Hattori. Left, able to find a Lao early. Big pick for the cat to get. May give Nightmare some life, especially if they don't have to use ults for this. With J-Man falling, looks like it's going to be the case. This is, I think, how you get back into these kinds of maps. Win fights without using ults. I think it's pretty important. Nightmare, no trades as well. We'll see if they're able to mount a crazy comeback here. A minute 15 remains, 74 meters down. It's going to be a handful of team fights, but this Nightmare team, they have the talent to do it, and their ults starting to come online for this as well. Laika, though, they built up to 5. It could be pretty catastrophic in this one.
It's been done before, and we can see it again. They're in a good position. This cage caught the Reaper early.
Yeah, both cages are mirrored in this. Hero shoes from Virtual. J-Man able to trade Jutsu, but not before 2 trades come in. Left finds 2 on the Jetpack Cat. It looks like J-Man and Cinnabar are just going to live for another day. And I think, honestly, kind of went the way that Laika wanted. They trade, Malga Bastion for Malga Kiri. I think it's a really, really good trade for them.
It is, but at the end of the day, all it takes is one good Reaper and the entire fight is won. So it's just all on piece here to win this fight for them, I believe.
Yeah, so much pressure on the Reaper player. They already have the checkpoints, so they're starting to getting a little bit of meterage, but looks like this is going to be a 2-fight ordeal. I'm kind of curious to see if Laika dry fight this first. I don't know if that's a great play. We'll see. What they want to do is make sure they're looking for damage. Hero shoots from Lao, so they're committing to this one. Pieces Reaper, oh, you said it had to be big, and it is. The goods are found. J-Man and Cinnabar are gone, but Lampent a little bit bigger, maybe. This Reaper inside of the rush is just cooking. His Painkiller finds a trade, but eventually dies. And Virtual going to be the last one left. Hattori trying to secure the kill on to the Kiriko. Virtual, so much left to do. And he's finding the headshots. Hattori, though, finds the crunch, and I think it's going to end the map as Laika avoid a potential catastrophic comeback on Runasapian, going to move on to match point in this series. Wow. I thought
that was a good way to approach that. When that happened to me, we just rushed it, but they slowed down. They played their rush correctly, and they just won in their rush. It's really hard to win if a Reaper ult doesn't just kill everyone. So that was well done.
Dude, I thought Peace had it with that Reaper ult. It was a solid ult. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, man. I think they did it, but it's Laika coming out on top. Lampent, big plays on the Reaper. I think he found 3 in that fight. Big clutch from him. And Laika, 1 map away from finding a big win, a much needed win, by the way. They need this win really, really bad, and this would be a really, really big resume builder as well. I will swap this over.
Definitely bring their confidence back too. I mean, this has happened to me before. I felt like shit after losing this many games. So
yeah,
they're able to turn it around.
It definitely sucks. I'm not gonna lie, and it's going to be Nightmares and map pick once again, and we're getting the classic. The King's Row has been selected. I like that we're going fast with the map picks. I really don't like waiting between maps. It's like my biggest pet peeve of all time.
Sounds like both teams have scouting on each other and they know what they want to do. A lot of time the long waits in between is just because people have different opinions on what they want to pick. But it seems like both teams have good plans going into each other.
Yeah, very fair. I think it makes a lot of sense. I mean, I'm just curious to see what the Laika counter ban is, or what the Nightmare first ban is, to be 100% honest with you. They struggled in this Cat Bastion mirror. We'll see if maybe that's targeted once again. Jetpack Cat ban is available, but you can also kind of save it for map 5. Maybe force Laika to protect ban a support and kind of give yourself 2 options to pivot to on the 5th map if you win this one. And they're going to get rid of the Reaper here.
Laika gets rid of the Reaper?
No, Nightmare get rid of the Reaper.
No, Nightmare.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I think it's an interesting ban, to say the least. I mean, you're forcing Lampent to swap. We haven't seen Lampent give us very many looks this series, so I mean, it could be a really, really solid option. But I think I don't even know. I think the Cat Bashing can still be a problem. I think it's very playable on Kings Row. I think it's hard, but it's definitely something that can be done.
Yeah, you'll probably end up seeing that because they've banned the Reapers, they'll go with some sort of Sigma comp with Mei Mizuki. Is really strong on defense here, and Cat Bastion is okay, but it's just so hard to do anything. There's no like roofs you can play on unless you're on second, and then even then it's kind of weak.
Yeah, I get you 100%. But yeah, I think this is kind of what Nightmare want to do. It's also, I just want to say, I think it is kind of like comical that the first map was like kind of like a Laika stomp, and like parts of it were in the Malgamir, and then we Malgamir on map 2 and it's a Nightmare stomp, then we Malgamir map 3 and it's another like Laika like pretty solid win. Like it just kind of goes to show you like how important like knowing the map is, like as much as knowing your comp, I guess.
Yeah, that's true. Something I wouldn't be surprised to either is if we see like Painkiller go Ram. I feel like Ram can be really good on this map. Especially it's hard into the Maga, but Maga they can't play Maga on defense. Like if they want to, it's just way too difficult. So
Yeah.
maybe that's something they'll do.
Laika's ban is in though. It is going to be the Mizuki taken away.
Mm,
We haven't
that
seen
makes
it
that comp
yet.
a little bit harder.
Yeah.
So I know Cinnabar can play, or I know Lep can play Wu Yang, and so can Cinnabar. So maybe they'll have a Wu Yang mirror if they choose to not play Lucio. You can still play Lucio Mei Brawl with Sig. It's just a little bit harder than if you had Mizuki.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, we haven't seen Mizuki yet this series, so I like the ban. I mean, just kind of covering for your weaknesses here. I think Laika may also have just like a really, really strong idea of what they want to do on the map, and I think it's like protecting something against like something that like just destroys their comp is maybe, I don't know. That could be the case. Cinnabar's on the Wu Yang now. I have a lot of thoughts and opinions on Wu Yang. None of them are super positive, I'm not gonna lie. That might just
Wu
be a
Yang
me
is
thing.
really strong on this map. It's like a really easy straight line. It's really hard to miss at orbs, and you just put out a lot of pressure.
My big thing with Wu Yang is like Wu Yang ult without like a flex DPS that I think, or like even like a ball or something that gets like really good like value out of it. I think it's just like tough. Like I guess you use it to like live, but like is there like
Yeah, that's
realistically anyone in the Laika comp that's like getting major value
No,
with Wu Yang ult?
It's definitely just a defensive ult. That's why, like in these kind of comps, you'd prefer Mizuki ult because he has better ult, decent poke. He can go hard on turns as well. It's just, but I think Wu Yang is just Cinnabar's more preferred character. I haven't really seen Cinnabar play Mizuki at all.
Yeah, Painkiller's on the Malga once again. Hitori is on the Ramadra piece, making his re-debut on the Vendetta in this series. We'll see if it works out better this time in Jutsu. Over to the Freya. I actually really like the Freya right now. I'm not going to lie. I think this is a pretty strong
She's
hero.
really strong. The buff made her damage output so much more. You have your burst potential that she used to have, just that it's not a two-shot.
Yeah, and Nightmare taking towards the high ground here. Laika are basically all stacked on him, and Lampet kind of cooking from the off angle. Need to be careful as Painkiller starting to make his move, walking down to Tori. Lampet going to find peace early in this one. +1 fight for Laika. Painkiller looks like just going to make his way out and play it for a reset here. Laika withstand this first storm. Big problem is you have to make that rotation all the way again to get back to the high ground, giving Laika a lot of opportunity to potentially capitalize. You talked about the Wu Yang damage. I mean, these bubbles are doing like half HP to these squishes. Long rotates can be hard. Is Painkiller actually going to go through Hotel here? Maybe trying to force Lampet off the point. Pinch the Mei a little bit. Cooldown's forced. Lampet going to have to rotate to the high ground now and drop from J-Man. Scared for the Soch for a second, but able to stay alive as Painkiller is able to find Lampet. J-Man really, really low. Peace looking for this kill. Barely able to stay up. I think 7 health at one point as Painkiller finds a second and Nightmare. Looks like they're broken through. Painkiller finds a third, a fourth. Should have been on the Painkiller POV, dude. L Observer. Who's doing that?
Yeah. Vendetta is really strong into the non-Muggle brawls. I think that's something that it looks like Peace has practiced a lot, considering he like rolled out in it in map 1 too. So this looks really good for him.
Yeah, I agree. And big ult starting to come online for both of these teams. Cinnabar off the wing over to the Lucio. I like it a lot. I mean, Malga hater number 1. I'm not Malga. Wu Yang hater number 1 here. It's very fulfilled. But still, this is going to be a really, really messy team fight.
The Lucio swap makes a lot of sense because the Wu Yang's like more poke and you just don't have a Sig, you have a Mei, you just have brawl like characters, and going Lucio just gonna help enable that.
Yeah, and Tori holding this corner here. Lampet has a freeze. Girish comes out from both sides. Lampet freezes out as well. We'll see if it finds anything, but doesn't look like it's able to. His Painkiller gonna die before the beat gets off. And a big advantage maybe created as Peace cleans up 2 on the Vendetta, looking for more onto Lampet. The Mei able to use the block as Jutsu finds Cinnabar, and scrappy team fight. Peace finds a third, and eventually Lampet falls. And despite Painkiller falling early in that one, it is going to be a Nightmare fight win. They're going to continue pushing the bot. 4 minutes remaining on the clock, and a big third point time make would be really, really helpful here for them. I'm not gonna lie. That was actually kind of big. Both supportals came out of Nightmare in that one. Lampet used the Blizz. Wow, it used the carry rush. So 2 for 2 Ultra. Nightmare going to win it. Going to have lots to play with on this one. This Cage and Vendetta ult can be very, very catastrophic if they play their
It's going to be really hard to break for Laika. I wouldn't be surprised if they just look for Cage now and go for the Vendetta ult. All they have to do is make sure they catch and wait for this.
And J-Man going to fall in the overclock here. Tori, though, pops the Ramble, looking for trades, but Not a lot of health as Painkiller does eventually trade this one out, and Jutsu looking for follow-up on the Freya as well. So it looks like a trade trying to be searched for, and they're actually going to find it. What a shot from Lau. Find the headshot. Virtual now needs to be careful. Lau 1 HP. Painkiller going to clean that one up. Second on to Lampin as well. And Painkiller just kind of having his way with Laika at the start of this map, I'm not going to lie. Big start for the Malga player.
Looking like a map 5 banger coming up, the way this is going.
We may have had W Game Scouting or something, dude. Our Preds are fucking awful. They suck. We both thought it was a 3-0, and now we're the cusp of a Giga Banger in front of us.
But what happens when Hitori's finally back from Greece? No, completely changes.
True. Cinnabar gonna have a beat here. Nightmare coming up on their support ults once again. We'll see if these get utilized. See if Laika just want to play first here, but looks like they're just kind of content holding the corner here as Lampin is gonna get poked out a little bit. Beast looking for the hit now. Beat used from Cinnabar, Mail used as well. Both support ults are used from Nightmare in this one, and Peace looking for this Cassidy. J-Man trying to stay up, kind of left on his own in the backline. Peace isn't able to find the kill. Really nothing found for either team. Painkiller going to die. J-Man traded 4v4 with no tank for Nightmare. Laika need to try and remain healthier. Lampin has the ice block to stay alive. Left going to die. Peace falls as well, and it's really just Jutsu left to try and win this one with a virtual, but both going to regroup, and it looks like the fight is won by Laika. Starting to stem the bleeding a little bit.
We're in this together.
I had Itchy Balls 71 type in my chat. Why isn't Lep playing? Lep is LE7, so he is playing.
He's got itchy balls. Who knows?
Tori's getting poked out pretty hardcore here. Jutsu going over to the Soj. I think it's really, really strong in the Malga here. Painkiller looking for this follow-up as Tori just has to get out. This Malga struggling with the health pool right now. Cage comes out. Painkiller mirrors it. Lots of damage as Tori does eventually fall. Ult's starting to build for Laika, but gonna be a little too late as Jutsu cleans up too. Painkiller finds a second as well. And Nightmare gonna continue moving this one forward.
I like the Soj swap from Jutsu. I think Freya is still really good, just you're gonna get so many more rails off the Malga. That's a really good swap. Just makes their damage output and pressure a lot more.
And ults are available here for Laika. Tori has to stay alive though. Beat gonna come out soon. This piece uses the Sundering Blade. Beat comes out from Cinnabar. We're not able to keep a Tori alive, and the Blizz doesn't find him much either. Kirish is used. Ult's getting thrown in by Nightmare, and Jutsu Overclock should secure this one as Nightmare. Lots of time on the bank. 2 minutes on the overtime bank. And we'll see if Laika can even get this one to the end, but Nightmare looking very, very strong on this one so far. Hey, Painkiller on the
I can't believe they just ended up on another Malga mirror. There's so many options on this map. I don't think Mug is like that good to where he's a must pick, but I guess just both teams prefer it.
Yeah. I don't really know. All roads lead to Malga, man. I don't know. It's like I've kind of warmed up to Malga a little bit. Like as a viewer, like watching Malga, like it's really not like the worst thing in the world. Like
As long as you're like watching the stomps, as long as you're not just watching them shoot the other Malga, then it's good.
The stomps are tough, but yeah. I think I'm warming up to the Malga here. I was also talking at one point that like there's never gonna be a meta that like is universally like liked. Like even if it was like if you chose like the 5 most like liked characters in the game, you know what I mean? Like I think people would still find a way to hate on it. Or if it was like a normal meta, like I feel like a lot of people just hate when there's like gimmicky characters like Vendetta played and stuff. Like if it was like a normal meta, like what's the most like classic meta of all time? Like Winston Tracer, like Soj, Kiri Lucio, like people would be like, so boring. Standard meta. And then as soon as like a random hero is like strong, it's like, Marcus abuses Reaper, which he does, but
people find a way to hate on every single comp. To be fair though, this meta is one where there's the most variety. These like past 6 months, like a lot of things can be played.
Yeah, it's really going back to the spawn room. Saw the Sig going over to the Zarya. I like this. This is exactly what I would call if I was in the game.
It's a really good swap. The Zarya Vendetta can fuck up the Sig really hard. Vendetta's really good at Sigma right now.
Yeah, we'll see if Lampin able to get done, but oh my lord.
Ooh.
Absolute blow up to start things off. Good news is, though, not a lot of time come off the clock. Vendetta respawn going to be pretty quick. And Laika going to get another stab at this one momentarily, but really, really nice follow-up there from Nightmare to find that early kill and kind of shut down Laika pretty early. Layman kind of exploring through the side room here. Laika making the rotate. And going up to the high ground.
Oh my god.
But this wall is so good. Kiri TP'd up trying to help with the Vendetta, but Lau might pay for it, but it's going to be Left who falls. Jutsu low as well, and Lampet hunting for this one as Freya does eventually fall, and maybe Laika want to have a say in this map still, as Virtual dead. It's just the Mei and the Sigma left, and Painkiller honestly might want to die just to swap, I'm not going to lie. I think this is going to be so hard for him to play. You see Lampet, I mean, trying to hunt this one down. Looks like Painkiller going to stay alive, trying to go back to Swan, it looks like, to swap. I mean, I think it's the right
This looks
move.
like a Ram swap.
Oh, it's a Malga
Ooh,
swap.
Malga.
Why not?
Alright.
By any means,
I
hey,
mean-
we saw how it went for Nightmare on the first map, so see if it's the same way for Laika on this one. The thing is, though, the ult economy once again. He's going over to the Vendetta as well. I think he might have, no, he was on the mid. I'm not crazy. Ult's gonna be
All
good
roads
for
lead to
Laika.
Malga.
Yeah. I'm curious to see how Laika want to play this one. Walking into the Malga is going to be really, really difficult. Jutsu has a Bola as well. See maybe what the Freya wants to do with this one. He's going to find the backline. Big Bola. Cinnabar cut down early. Big mistake from Laika. Did not respect Jutsu LOS enough. He's going to bite them in the ass here. But once again, like, not kind of really hard for Nightmare to find follow-up. So this respawn is going to be pretty quick. Not a lot of time burned off the clock. It did only take one ult. Is that Kiwi? Yes, it's Kiwi. That's King. Kiwi. Oh.
Hello.
Kirish's are mirrored from both teams. Like, trying to get something going, but it's going to be Lampet who falls first. Jutsu, though, falling pretty low. Cinnabar invests the beat here. The clock comes out. Everything comes out of Laika in this one. Beat used from left, but still too much to withstand. And, I mean, sitting on the cart, going to be a final stagger kill here. I mean, may actually catch the wave. Doesn't catch the wave, but, I mean, we're going to get back here pretty quickly. And Laika going to win a team fight, but look at the ult economy. Kind of brutalized.
Oh, that just looked like a mob farm. Damon just had an XP grinder.
That's true. That's a good analogy. And oh my lord, Jutsu finds that kill early, going to build up to another Bola. He's coming up on the Vendetta as well. And Painkiller and Cage. It's like once again, kind of have to retreat from this. You only have Lampent, Sundering Blade. Vendetta is not free value, unfortunately. We'll see. It looks like Jutsu may be pulling the sneaky Bola from behind here. Actually, I lied. It's going to be the not so sneaky Bola in the front line as J-Man falls early in this one. Really nice play from Nightmare. I mean, Tori going to push the card. Cinnabar trying to stay alive. But like, I really need to find some sort of a trade, and Lampet going to die here. Lau dead as well. It's going to be another team fight one from Nightmare. Starting to find their groove. On the second point, I think the Malga swap exactly what they needed. I'm curious to see if Tori wants to change heroes in this one.
Yeah, I think the reason that she hasn't is just because of the ult economy. I wouldn't be surprised if she just gives it up soon and just does it, because Zarya Vendetta is so hard into Malga on this map specifically. You just can't take angles to shoot around them either.
Oh, yeah, it's really difficult. J-Man going over to mirror the Freya, though. I think the Soj was like, I don't think it matters if you play Freya or Soj, I'm not going to lie. I think the Soj is a good pick anyway. So we'll see if it does anything. Cage comes out. Both Sundering Blades used. We'll see who gets the better of each other. It's going to be Peace.
Oh!
Dropping the hammer. Cinnabar finds the trade, but Nightmare finding all the follow-up, and Cinnabar going to get staggered out of this one.
This is a really good stagger. Oh, you could get a longer. Oh, Peace just with the blade gap, I suppose.
I
Knows what he's
don't
doing.
even know what happened there. I'm not gonna. I saw the Sundering Blades pop up in the top of the screen. I was like, man, I gotta choose one to spectate, and I don't really know who's to choose. And then, of course, the one I spectated was the one who did not get
Capture
the 3K.
first right there.
I know.
This is a really good position for Nightmare to be in as well with Deep Rush. They just gotta make sure they don't stack them, and they make sure that they play split so they don't get grabbed as 5. If they get grabbed as 5, this fight's gonna end really fast.
Yeah, Tori has a lot to do. Cinnabar has a beat as well. Looks like I probably kind of need to play slow to these ults as Virtual start things off the rush, but Jutsu is just ran down by Tori. Low-key illegal play. Cinnabar gets traded 4v4. Tori has the grab. It looks like just gonna go to the cart. Lampet's gonna die. And I'm curious to see if Laika wants to invest. The grab comes out. Lep uses the beat. And now the focus turns to Painkiller, who still has the E available. But may get shoot through anyway. Tori grabs the Mega, and Painkiller really low as J-Man doesn't fall. And Virtual maybe on the brink of death as well. Laika, they're kind of scrapping this one out right now. Painkiller is so low, and Tori doing everything she can to try and find this kill, but it's going to be Jutsu outputting all the damage here and helping to win this fight for Nightmare regardless of what Hitori is doing. And what looked like a mighty big time bank to start off the second point has now been dwindled down to 40 seconds. It's going to be one more team fight. You're going to have both support ults as Hitori going to mirror the Malga now as well. Lots of damage being output as well from Laika early. Trying to build up to ults. Cinnabar has the beat. Lau a little bit to go to get to the Curie Russian. Nightmare don't have a lot in return at the start of the fight. If they can live and maybe build up to this cage in this rush, going to have a life, but the first part is living. This lane ban going to start getting activated. Lau kicks things off with the rush. Painkiller finds Cinnabar early. This guy just getting it done across the board this map. As Hero should use from Virtual. They want to end this one here, and Tori finds a trade onto Jutsu. Painkiller's gone, and Laika may have found a bullshit team fight here somehow. I think Nightmare played this one really, really well with these trades. It would be really, really hard to move through this piece. Using the Sundering Blade, but nothing found, and Vendetta eventually dies. J-Man finds the kill, and it looks like Laika should be able to get this to the third point. Not going to have a lot of time to play with, only a minute and 30 seconds, but life is life, and we'll see if they can potentially complete the map here. But that is a big, big team fight to win. I thought they were cooked. I'm not.
That was some good magic from them. Cinnabar's still holding on to this beat. I feel like they've had this beat for 3 fights in a row now.
Yeah, we'll see.
I'd look to do something big with it.
I don't really know. Lampet also on the Tracer is starting to get a lot of value as well. I think really starting to turn up off the Vendetta. Tori trying to build this cage. J-Man has a bola. Cinnabar the beat, as we just talked about. Lep has it to mirror. Painkiller has the cage. And everything's getting dropped into this one. Massive ult zone. We'll see who comes out on top as these Malgas just shooting each other. J-Man really, really low, trying to stay alive, but taken down by pieces. Lampet just find the trade. Neither team has a Freya to work with. And a 4v4 breaking out. This cage used from Hitori, trying to clean this one up. Everyone's inside of it. The kills aren't found as Lampet does find one with the pulse, but it's only going to be one despite everyone kind of being stuck in the cage as Virtual trying to live. J-Man finds the kill, but man, like not a clean fight win at all. And maybe not even a fight win. Lampet really, really low. I mean, the respawn should favor them just past where the cart is. It looks like they are going to start moving it, but really, really scrappy for the amount of ults that were used, I feel like.
This is looking all Nightmare. It's gonna be really hard to rush right into this, especially when Peace has his blade.
Yeah, J-Man uses the bola, but nothing's found. It's Sundering Blade out. It might find everything, but actually finds nothing. Fortunate for Peace. Skirmish is used, and it looks like it's all going to end here. Cinnabar and Tori gone 5v3 in Nightmare's favor, and Peace cleaning house on the Vendetta. 3 for him.
A little too late.
Make it 4. Peace, man. Getting it done in Nightmare. They're sending this to a 5th one, baby. We got a good one brewing in FaceIt Masters tonight. The only match in FaceIt Masters tonight, if you were curious.
To know that.
Painkiller's 43 and 4, bro. Holy
wow.
cow.
Yeah, it looks like Peace is just so much more confident on the Vendetta over the Reaper. This Reaper band was actually looked really good from them. Because when there is no Reaper, like the next best thing in this modern mirror is the Vendetta.
Yeah, it makes a lot of sense. Man, map 5 here, but the last map type, it's going to be Escort. And we talked about that pool earlier. These are where some teams like have really, really big map advantages. And I know Hitori likes to play the Winston. Winston is not super, super popular right now, but I think it's pretty playable. So I'm curious to see where Laika decides to go. I think they have a pretty unique opportunity, and I'm curious to see if also we get a Malgamir on this 5th map or not, because we've seen it basically the whole series.
Yeah, I would be surprised if they don't try and play some Brawl. I know Hitori's really good at it, but I don't know if the other players are like on her team are confident with it.
Yeah, that's always a good question.
Because Hitori has a much more flexible hero pool than Painkiller. She has all the dive heroes and off tanks unlocked, so
That's
they
true.
have a lot of
Tori,
options.
I mean, these could be potentially the 2 best tanks in Masters going head to head. I mean, there's still other people you got to throw in there: AST, Dion, Seafull, all playing really, really well this season. But I mean, these are basically 2 top 5 players. I mean, Painkiller was on my first team all Masters, and Hitori was my MVP last season. So that tells you all you need to know about the pedigree of them. We're watching a generational tank matchup. But the 5th map pick is going to be in for Laika. They're going Dorado.
That makes sense. That could still end up being a Malgamir though in the end. So
Dude,
we'll see.
This is going to be like the most like random story, but I was coaching this like diamond team in a diamond tournament, and I didn't coach them until like the end of the season. They got 3-0'd at the start of like the bracket and they moved to lowers, and I coached them in their lower final against like the second best team in the whole thing, and we 4-0'd. And I basically told them they're only allowed to play Zar Reaper. It was like when Zar Vin was popular, but and Reaper just got in the buff like that patch. It was crazy. So we win the first map, we stomp, and then they choose Dorado, and they're like, my team is talking in chat. They're like, what do we play? Do we play Winston? Blah blah. I was like, guys, I'll be honest, we're not winning on Winston. I've seen the scrim codes. It's not great. We're gonna play Zar Reaper on Dorado. And I told him like how to play it, and like they just it turned into a Zar Reaper mirror on Dorado, and they won the map, and I was like the proudest moment ever. I was like, man, maybe I know a thing
That's
or
good
two.
comms from you.
I know,
That's good
dude.
comms.
I was so
I mean,
hyped
just stick
for
to your
that.
strengths at the end of the day.
And then they 4-3'd the team they lost to 3-0 in grand finals to win the whole thing. It was awesome. Great little story there. I'm going to be streaming some of those matches in that league this season if anyone is interested in that. Just because, you know, I like giving back to that community. Really, really awesome. Really fun.
Parker effect is real.
Parker effect is not real. Maybe one day the Parker effect to be real. If I was like a trillion, if I had like Aspen's viewership, bro, like thousands of viewers, I would rate like someone with like single digits or like low viewer count like every single time. Like I just love like rating someone who doesn't have a ton of viewers and like seeing their reaction if I have like a big stream. It's like so fun.
I can confirm you get a lot of money if you get a big raid. Get a lot of
It's
money.
true. It probably is true.
Max the ads.
For me, it's not about the money, but the bans are in. I low-key did not see what it is. It's Malga and Ana.
That Magaban's probably from Lakia and the Ana from Nightmare.
I think it's like a protect ban on. I'm gonna ask Dex. I just added him as a friend, so we'll see if he accepts it.
Because banning Maga definitely means they're trying to lean towards more of their dive comp. But the other two probably looking to disable it by just banning Ana. Makes the Winston a lot harder.
Yeah, I think that makes sense. I would have guessed that, but you never know. I sent Dex a friend request and he didn't accept it, so.
Yeah, you go with GG.
I got ego, bro. But we'll get into this one. Bans are locked in. Teams here. We're on a 5th map. You can't ask for much more on a Tuesday at night. Great series so far. An all-time one, some would say.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if Nightmare looks to just play like a comp like Diva, Freya, Lucio Curie. I feel like that probably fits a lot to their strengths right now. And I don't see any other comp being played, honestly.
I hope they're walking on this. This would be so lit.
Hittori does have a Reinhardt.
Little Zen Reinhardt, bro. That'd be tough. Zen Reinhardt Widow. We see for Nightmare, it's gonna be this classic Diva look. I mean, Painkiller, premier Diva player. So I think everyone kind of saw this one coming. Jutsu hovering on to the Freya here, and Lep on the cat. No Bastion, no Casty. Peace playing this racer as well. I actually think the Peace Racer is an interesting pick. I think Lampent might mirror it. I think it's gonna be a really, really interesting one we want to watch, or at least matchup to watch over the course of the map. And we'll see what Hittori wants to play. Maybe it's the Zarya dude. Maybe it's gonna be the Zara Reaper. This is the Parker rookie tier SBCS comp, dude. What the fuck?
The strat for the attacking teams every single time is just to walk out spawn, see what they're on, and then go see if you want to counter comp. But it looks like they already know.
Yeah, Jamin finds first blood on the Widow. I should have spectated him. What a kill. Lep gone, and space is going to be created for Laika's. Painkiller Good's going to touch the cart, but I mean, has to forfeit space as Lampent finds another kill on a Jutsu. Laika starting things off strong here on the 5th map. He's lurking from behind. Lampent may have been able to
Bastion now.
Yeah, the swap is in for J-Man as well. Curious to see how Nightmare wants to match up against this one. I feel like it is, like, no pun intended, an ultimate nightmare for their comp.
That's good.
For their team.
And I would agree.
Hittori just gonna start walking up here. Painkiller's just to forfeit so much space. Like, this card is just moving for free. Eventually, going to have to find a way to stand his ground. Jutsu finds it going to J-Man in the sky. No Bastion available for Laika to work with. See if they can potentially find a trade here. Painkiller taking some damage, and Lampent having cooldowns forces Hittori just gets absolutely mowed through by Jutsu, and a reset coming in for Laika, but Cart one fight away from completing the first point here on Dorado. Wow, really unfortunate scenario there, I'm not gonna lie. Parker, why does every Masters game you cast go to map 5? Because I always choose the best ones. That's just how I do things.
You just have the instinct, I guess.
It takes a certain amount of ball knowledge to choose the map 5 bangers max. Let's see if Laika can find a fight win here. J-Man create an angle on the Bastion. Painkiller taking some damage early, but really looking for Hittori. The early stages of this fight, and Lep going to get hunted down by the Bastion. Pick found for Laika. We'll see if maybe they can find a follow-up. Peace looking around on the high ground, just trying to get out here. Almost has a pulse bomb. They've been looks like going to try to hunt this one down as the Tracer should be able to live for Nightmare, and they've been going to let this one go as well. Results starting to come in line for both teams. Nightmare, quite a lot to work with here. Jutsu's Bola doesn't find anything. J-Man actually finds the kill, but Lau kills Piece 2. No DPS for Nightmare, and they're going to invest the Curie Rush, and honestly, it doesn't look like it's going to find anything, as Laika just going to sit on the cart. Don't have much to do. Painkiller going to get de-suited. Virtual falls. 2 for Cinnabar at the end of the fight. Laika, 4 minutes to work with on this Zar Reaper. I love it. I love it so much.
It looks like Laika's comp is a lot stronger in this situation. I didn't think Cat Bash would be super strong into Freya, and they've mirrored it themselves. That's a really good swap from Nightmare. I was gonna say it seems really hard to stop this Cat Bash from doing their job with their D.Va comp.
Yeah, but no swaps from Nightmare. Oh, actually, it is a swap. I thought. Jutsu going over to the Bastion. I was going to go on the side. I don't know what I was doing, but. Like, I'm just going to move this card. It's already going to be really, really hard to dislodge from this high ground. This grab is going to be so big here. Not a lot of ults for Nightmare to use to kind of answer this. Curious to see what they decide to do. He's going to be lurking on the Tracer. Just trying to force out Lamp Imps. Going to be hard to dislodge from the card as well. Uses the Curie Rush and Painkiller. Starting to get walked down. J-Man, though, going to be the first to fall. Painkiller uses the bomb. Virtual, able to TP out, but the D.Va dies anyway. 4v4 breaking out. No tank for Nightmare. A big advantage for Laika. Staggers could be really, really detrimental if they're able to find them. But remember, J-Man's dead, so this Cat Bastion not going to be really online to help find follow-up. You see Jutsu kind of lurking around. Is Cinnabar going to have to come and pick up J-Man, and turn looking for Nightmare. It's the bubble.
He got the jump on them.
Going to try and keep J-Man alive. The grab finds Jutsu. And the trade is here. No Bastion for either team as the Catnap used from left. Dragging Lampin in, and the Reaper are going to try and keep him alive. It looks like going to be able to here as Painkiller gets desuited once again. And oh, what a play from Peace. What on earth?
Turn the fight.
Great view of that pulse bomb. Yeah, and that's going to turn this one, it looks like. I mean, Hattori, right click, going to end the Tracer. And Lau actually fighting out Lep here as well. Looks like the Cat should be able to survive. Lau pretty low. But Laika going to continue to move the cart. Will eventually have to back off and wait for these respawns. And Nightmare find themselves a little bit more time. 4 minutes turned into 2 minutes 20 seconds.
That's something Hattori likes to do a lot. A lot of times in matches and scrims, she loves to grab someone that's flying. I was really not surprised at that play she was made.
Yeah, and as Kirish comes out from Virtual, Nightmare looking for follow-up. Painkiller really aggressive in the backline. You gotta be careful though. Hattori's won. Jutsu finds Lau. Hattori though, able to stay up for now. And full charge on the Zarya. It's gonna be hard to beat, especially with J-Man dishing out damage on the Bastion. And Laika continue to march through this first point. And they're going to have quite a time make to work with. 3 minutes 15. Peace stalling out for a second, but that's about all it's going to be. Laika.
This part of the map is a lot. It's going to make the Zarya come a lot stronger. I wouldn't be surprised if they completely roll over them right now. It's so hard for D.Va to get a lot of value in this like flat part of the map.
No, yeah, 100%. I'm curious to see how Hattori wants to play this. You stay on the high ground, you just kind of force the point and make them come to you. Looks like it's going to be more of the latter here. Scar continues to move. Kirishu's from Lau, but Laika don't seem to be in a great position to follow up on it. As Painkiller should be able to kite out of this one fairly scot-free. No kills found for now. Nightmare just going to regroup. Lep uses the cattle, but nothing's found. Bastion ult from Jutsu looking for damage. Just Lampin taking an early turn, but just has to get out. Laika, they're going to continue to move this cart. Tori coming up on another grab at turbo speed. They're going to have the bomb as the grab comes out and finds two. Big grab from Hattori as Virtual dies. Jutsu maybe next to go. J-Man's Bastion trying to help find follow-up as 2 are dead for Nightmare. They need big trades. They're going to find one on the Cinnabar. Painkiller has the bomb. It's going to get thrown into this, but Baby D.Va not going to have a lot of life. As Laika continue to push this cart. Lampet has a Reaper roll. Going to be very, very strong in this last fight scenario. Where Nightmare have to touch the point with Lep getting oh my god.
My god, what that's
Stop
a fucking nuke.
Stop it. And I don't even know if there's a touch here. Laika,
there is.
So strong on Dorado. 2 minutes in the bank and primed to take this one in 5, baby. We'll see if Nightmare can make this one close. Will we get a map 5 overtime? That would be truly generational.
I think this is going to be a Laika dub if Nightmare don't make any swaps. Their comp is just a lot weaker into this Zarya comp, and it just seems way too difficult. They're always on the back foot. Their PK is constantly pressured out. He can't go on anyone, otherwise he shouldn't get Zarya beamed, and it's just really hard for him.
Yeah, Tori is just like so high charge all the time. I don't know if she died this round. She died one time, so like she kept preserving
Wow.
the charge between fights. So there wasn't really a moment where like she was 0 charge and Painkiller could get something done in the pre-fight, maybe force resources, and then once the bubbles are used, you know, you created some sort of advantage for yourself later in the fight to work with. It really never happened because Painkiller couldn't stay in long enough to do anything. It felt like just desuited all the time. And I
You
looks
hit
like they're gonna
tab
stick
for
it
me.
out.
Hit
Yeah.
tab. Let's see Jutsu's first 2 damage numbers. Let's see what Cinnabar's talking.
Okay.
6, 7.
What? At
Nice.
least use sunscreen.
These are the players in our OWBCSNA guys. Jesus Christ. We need help. I'm kidding.
It's okay. Nothing can save us.
Dude, me and
We're
Kiwi
gonna
were
lose.
talking earlier. We're gonna use AI to make Roblox games to make $1 trillion, then invest it all back into tier 2.
Shit, I didn't remember that part, but I'm so down. We can finally get a real like OWCS supported thing. Get 10,000 people watching these FaceIt games because that's what they deserve.
True, these FaceIt games are so good, bro. Everyone knows I love FaceIt. I'm here for this. It's my favorite thing. And
Zarya
I'm going to
mirror.
mirror the Zarya here. Full comp mirror. And hey, all roads lead to Zarya Reaper on Dorado. I'm sending this to my Diamond team because they think it's hilarious that they won on Zarya Reaper. But if the pros are playing it, like, hey.
Most of the time, if a team's struggling, you have 2 options: is you find a counter comp, and if you can't think of one, you just mirror and hope it's better.
Yeah, Painkiller's taking so much damage. Wait, Lampin gonna get kind of no-you'd by Peace there, so the early kill is found for Nightmare as J-Man dies in the air. Jutsu is traded, so 4v3 in Nightmare's favor. Left dies too. No cap bashing now for Nightmare. Gonna give a potential opportunity for Laika to get something done as Peace trying to walk down loud, but nothing really gonna be found on this Reaper turn as Nightmare just continuing to kind of push the cart. You guys are asking too much of me to add 17 points, bro. I'm not that technical.
They begged me to do it. It's actually not that hard. I can teach you.
Bastion turn out here. Tori's so low. Jutsu though,
Big
looking for
Suzu.
J-Man. This loud
Oh, no.
dies. Jutsu is traded though, but Tori not enough HP in the tank to stay up. And Nightmare starting things strong on their attack here. I think they should be able to get this checkpoint. Lampant really, really low. I think a recontest would be pretty tough for them here. And like, I'm probably just gonna set for the second point. Nightmare. Lots of time to work with. 5 minutes and like 10 seconds, I think.
Yeah, this comp swap from them is making this looks like it's so much easier for them now. Puts them a real fighting chance of winning this map.
Nightmare gonna set up on this high ground early. Tori going to mirror it. Ult starting to come online for both teams. Peace has this Reaper Blossom. It looks like he's trying to look for it aggressively, but like really nothing found. Wraith gonna go to waste here as Lampant just kind of stopping the cart. Oh my, blow up. Holy cow. Reaper dead for Laika. The advantage created for Nightmare. Peace is just off the high ground. This Kirish is used from Virtual. Tori just gonna get airlifted out by Cinnabar there. Really nice play from the cat. Kirish gonna go to the waste as Jutsu looking for follow-up with his Bastion ult maybe. Looks like Lao should be able to survive. Nightmare gonna be able to move the cart, but no kills found with the Curie Rush. Luki did kind of find a pseudo fight with him.
Yeah, they got good map space, but it puts them in a rough position on this next fight. They just had a massive goal disadvantage. It just depends on PK and to see if he can get a really big grab.
Yeah, but Painkiller's dead early. Kirish,
Oh my.
too much damage for the Zarya to withstand. Lep dies too, and Laika found a fight win for themselves here when they needed it most. Gonna stop the bleeding for a second, and I think it's going to be really, really hard for Nightmare to recontest this if they don't have a good ult fight. I mean, they have the grab, but Tori has it as well. It's kind of a ult mirror across the board for the most part, but
He's gonna grab the cat Bastion. Just wait. I'm gonna do it again.
I don't know. I think it's just
Oh,
so
they're
hard for
looking to go
Nightmare
early.
to like, create space for themselves to work with here. Painkiller ult comes out. The grab is mirrored by a Tori. This Bastion ult though, looking for big value, and everything from Nightmare is just getting absolutely cut through. Not a lot of HP to work with. As Painkiller trying to get carried up. But I think it looks like they're just gonna take this ult trade. I mean, grab Bastion for grab of Nightmare. I don't think it's the greatest thing in the world, but at least it's something, I guess. It's back to the drawing board for Nightmare. They still have good ults to work with. They have Bastion ult, they got Cat ult, they got Reaper ult. Just need to find a way to put something together. Just do early turn in the sky. Cat ult doesn't find anything, and Beast Reaper ult gonna trade 2. Lampant finds 2 though of his own. And a 3v3 breaking out as Jutsu going to break the tie here. J-Man immediately trades it, and Tori is so low. And Lep doing a really, really nice job keeping Peace healthy. Is Tori gonna grab this mini inside Church? J-Man maybe gone on this high ground. Maybe overstayed his welcome as Peace cleans the kill.
Both Reapers are doing a really good job. Like in a lot of these fights, I'm surprised that both Reapers are able to find so much with their blossoms.
Yeah, Lampant a
Something
little
that-
over aggressive. go ahead.
Something interesting is that he's using the soul perk. This perk got buffed recently. I think gives 20 more HP than it used to when you get an elimination, and it looks like Peace is using it. I don't know if Lampent is using the same, but it's really interesting to see that being played more.
Yeah, 100%. Painkiller just falls over to the Secure from WoW immediately. Wow, absolutely blew up. Let's take a look, see what the Reaper's using here. It's the Wraith perk, so.
An ideology, I suppose.
Marcus is my, like, Reaper Bible. I just choose whatever he chooses. I feel like so many people have, like, their own opinions on the Reaper perks. Also, I think the Solar, like, the range that it gets picked up got buffed as well.
Yeah,
So,
I can
like,
see it being used. I'm surprised.
I don't really know.
Ooh.
The Curious out from Virtual.
Big rush.
Gonna start cooking from the high ground. Jutsu just dropped onto this one, and Hitori absolutely melted through this time. This Nightmare should be able to kind of mirror what happened to Laika on their attack. We have 1:30 left on the clock, about 3 minutes to work with if they find this cap. And I'm curious to see if Laika try to touch this. I think it's gonna be really, really difficult, but hey, Lampent making a stab at it. Gonna stall this card out for a second, but I don't know if there's gonna be another one to help. Oh, grab from Hitori. I don't know about this one.
Big bomba!
Yeah, J-Man
Oh, but
finds
they get the
two.
point cap.
But yeah, the
Doesn't
point
matter.
got capped. Like, it's just a slightly late grab and may ruin things for Laika here. I mean, that's big ults coming out. I mean, they had the fight when if they touched, they just couldn't get it. And now Nightmare, big ult advantage. Pika coming up on his grab. Peace has the Reaper ult. Lep a catnap. It's going to be up to Lampent and Cinnabar to have something generational happen here. I'm curious to see if we see this Reaper ult wheeled in. J-Man needs to be careful in disguise as well. Jutsu may get cut down here. Really nice Bastion turn from Laika. Hopefully to stem the bleeding a little bit here, but ult's still available from Nightmare if they want to try and use them. Lampent is going to get traded. 4v4 breaking out. Left dead. 4v3 now in Laika's favor. Nightmare just going to bunker and under here. Wait for their team to respawn and see if they can do something. 3 minutes kind of turned into 2 minutes here. Laika starting to make their hold, and Jutsu Stagger is going to do a lot of numbers for them as well. Painkiller does trade out the cat, and J-Man's going to die, so now Nightmare have the advantage, and I think Hitori just going to die on the card here. Close hold is finally broken, but I think Laika kind of got what they wanted. They found quite a lot of value.
Yeah, that was a really good spawn hold from them. Tori's already 50 to another grab too, so this is going to make these last 2 fights really difficult.
Oh, yeah, 100%. We'll see what happens.
It's going to come down to the Blossoms again. These Blossoms are just so strong, man.
Nightmare do have quite a lot of ults here. And a fight win here could be really, really impactful as well, because I think the next touch for Laika is going to be at the very end of this point, so the deaths aren't all instant. I mean, it's going to be kind of a staggered touch. Going to put Nightmare in the driver's seat. They have all their ults available as Painkiller uses the grab, and Hitori immediately blown through his Lao. Using the Kyrie Rush, looking for a trade. Virtual going to mirror it here. Not going to leave anything up to chance for Nightmare. Jutsu has to stay alive. Lampent does fall. Lao just dying on the cart. Will, I think, buy time for another recontest for Laika, but it's going to be kind of a scuffed one. They don't really have super, super big ults to play with, and Peace going to be able to stuff with the Reaper ult. It's Laika going to start making their move. Bastion ult used by J-Man, trying to force out Peace, and Peace looking for this Reaper ult, but Lao. Tori taking a lot of damage, and Zarya immediately dead here as Lampent needs something with his Reaper ult, but nothing's found in Nightmare. They're going to get this through. We're going to OT on map 5 Dorado, baby. You couldn't ask for a better series on a Tuesday night.
It always comes down to these Blossoms. Just whoever's is bigger gets the fight win. Just looks like Peace is able to do so much more. Tori kills herself at the end too, but I don't think that was intentional.
Yeah, I think Tori might have been cooked anyway. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
I don't know there was much she could have done there. But hey, signs of life from Nightmare. We have a banger going on. A little bit of a time bank edge to Laika, but Nightmare gonna secure that attacker's advantage edge, so they may be in a position to win this one.
I think they're in the driver's seat, definitely. Attacker's advantage is real. People meme on it, but it is very real.
I've believed in attacker's advantage since before like it became a thing. Like Overwatch 1, I believed in attacker's advantage, bro. I've been on like when I was plat, I knew it was a thing.
The reason like Derpy described it, I think, is a little bait, but the fact that you just get to like walk out of spawn and just completely counter swap is why attacker's advantage is real. Like it doesn't look like they're gonna do it, and they're just gonna play this mirror again. But if they wanted to, they could just completely counter swap.
It's true. I think they're liking their odds on it this Zarya though. I think it's pretty even across the board. Like are struggling a little bit though now that PK is off the Diva. Curious to see if they try to adjust. But looks like they're just gonna defend on the exact same thing. We'll see if it's enough here. Only a minute for Nightmare to work with. And we'll see it. they're able to get something done. They're just going to force this cart Lampet. Going to set up on this high ground, and Jutsu going to try and force this Reaper out early. The team's going to take this one pretty slow. No one wants to make a mistake in overtime.
Yeah, both teams are building charge.
Yeah.
From the Reapers.
Jutsu going to make a move with his turret form, but I don't think he's really positioned to do much with it. Laika should be able to live this one, and I think they need to take a really aggressive turn with J-Man's form here. It looks like it's exactly what they're going to do. Jutsu able to stay up for now, but now the attention turns to Painkiller's taking a lot of damage. Looks like Nightmare are going to be the ones who weather the storm now, so it's Jutsu's turn to see what he can find with his aggressive Bastion form. Lots of damage found on the high ground. J-Man really low. Another nade available. Going to do numbers for Nightmare, but still no kills found. Jutsu coming up on a Bastion, but Painkiller's low on the point. Laika going to drop to try and touch this one as the Bastion comes out. We'll see if they're able to find anything with it. Looks like really nothing going to be found as Painkiller is just so low and loud. Gonna have this hero shoot, but Virtual has it first. Laika, they have to kite this one out. This piece is going to fall early Lau. They have to live for this Curie Rush. They can't give a trade, and they're trying to build to it. Lau, you got to press the Q, and it gets out. He almost dies, but it's going to give Laika the advantage. They need to try and walk this down, and Tori almost has a grab, but Jutsu's going to fall. And Laika, they're going to hold strong here on the first point. 3 for J-Man, 4 for the Bastion. Laika, they've given themselves a fighting chance on the attack, but man, it was close for a second, I'm not going to lie.
That was so scary. If Lau dies there before they get rushed, that fight looks really cooked.
You could tell that he like knew he was getting the rush, and he was like swinging out to use it, but then he didn't. He was 1% away, and he was like, "Oh my god, like I need to get this Q."
I think he got booped by the Bastion nade. I was really surprised he would swing that early. If not, because it just doesn't make any sense. But I guess maybe you're right. They just thought they had the rush when they didn't.
I thought he thought he was just gonna like get it. You know what I mean? Like he's like healing his Bastion, and then like he swings out like at the end of his like last healing thing, and he's like he was 99. I was like, "Oh my god."
I was
just standing in main. Like, literally at 15 health, by the way. Like, 1 potential bullet away from, like, losing that entire team fight, potentially.
Ooh, wait, go on J-Man POV. We gotta see if he gets the pick again. Could be. Oh, he's not doing it. Where's the confidence, my man?
I messed up on the J-Man POV last time.
Yeah.
Oh?
It was hey, why not? Why not? It's been so... You see, the thing is, like, getting the second attack, and they had the first attack, it's been so long since they did this. How long has this map been? 15 minutes. That's low-key enough time for you to forget that J-Man did this on their initial attack, bro.
Well, they're changing it up. They're not doing the exact same thing. Last time J-Man just stood on top of the high ground in the spawn. This time it looks like they're trying to swing out J-Man with the cat. Doing a little chronic play. See if you can find anything with it.
Yeah, we'll see if there's an answer here. Is J-Man gonna get lifted in? A Widow kill would be so generational here. But Nightmare not gonna play with this one, J-Man. Going back to Swan, swapping over to the Bastion is Tori. Just gonna force this point forward. We're probably gonna see a pretty similar attack to what we saw on what should we call it? Nightmare's attack in overtime. And Lampet finds first blood onto Lep. Nightmare gonna have to turn tail and run here. They need to play for one last clean team fight, and this is gonna be a big opener for Laika to work with. A minute 45 remaining.
Doesn't look like they're gonna be able to clean it up. They're still in a really good position though. Lampet starting here is really strong too. It's gonna be really hard to force.
And this cart starting to get pushed in, but Lampet has to be careful here as Jutsu finds the kill onto Lau. A big opener. And I think going to help Nightmare find a little space to breathe after that first pick. Didn't go their way. Follow-up's going to be found as well, but Laika still lots of time to try and get something done here in this cart. It's already 1 fight away. Looks like no more follow-up going to be found from Nightmare as well. Laika going to get a full regroup, but minute to go. This could be like a last fight kind of territory. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, Virtual is ahead on the rush, which could make a really big difference in this fight.
Honestly, it might be so far ahead that like I have time to kite this one out if Nightmare go too aggressively with it. So Nightmare almost surely try to play this to make last fight. I feel like if they use the rush here and win a fight and like get a recontest, like it's over. It's so over. So I think Nightmare have to try and make this last fight. Jutsu using the Bastion, I think it's really just to stall time. Like early damage would be fun. Wait, Tori's dead.
What?
What?
A direct hit in the center of the Bastion. Jutsu picks up the kill on Tori. That's huge.
What an opener for Nightmare. Once again, Jutsu with the goods. He found that pick in the previous team fight, and he's found another one here in Lau. Can't stagger out, going to get saved by the reload. And it's going to be one last team fight here for Laika. They need to play slow and build up to this Curie Rush. They have the time to match it. We'll see how Virtual wants to play with his. Jamin using the Bastional. See if maybe he can
Loomis.
find something this time. It's really just damage on
Doesn't
the
force
back line.
Zuzu. That's really good for them.
Virtual has the Curie Rush Lao 6% away and needs to build it soon as Nightmare, they press the accelerator, but Hattori's dead.
It's
Nightmare,
on time.
looks like they're going to do it. The touch is found, but they need ults. Lampent has the Reaper ult. It comes onto the point, but it's going to be Pieces is better. And Nightmare, they're going to hold out here in overtime. Somehow, some way, they win a map 5 banger to move to 10-2 on the season. What a series, man. Holy cow.
That might be the first Bastion one like bolt kill I've ever seen in the match. That was absolutely insane. If you stand in the exact center of a Bastional, it does 400 damage to you. So that's why it looked like Hattori just got one shot.
Wow, I didn't even know that. That's crazy. What a Jutsu really just turned up at the end of this one, I'm not gonna lie. That was like seriously impressive. Nightmare, they're gonna find a win, and they needed a win really badly here. A good resume builder, and a good sign that they are back in form. I'm not gonna lie. What a series, man. That was so good. I'll just switch my stream over for you, and I think I will start setting up an interview on the side as well.
Who do we think the MVP is? Who do you think?
I don't know. That's a tough one. I'm looking at Jutsu. I think Jutsu played really well. I don't know. Maybe that's. I have to think. Painkiller.
I want to
so
talk
well
to
too.
Recency bias. Jutsu got the clutch kill in the overtime fight to secure the map, and he's my favorite player on the team. So I say it's Jutsu who is the MVP.
I'm fine with giving it to Jutsu. I don't have motion like that, so you might have to get him in there for the interview, though. I'm
Wait.
not gonna lie. But
I can do it.
I'm down for a Jutsu interview. So hey, we'll see what happens. That was a crazy series, though. So happy we got to co-stream that one. That was good. For the Parker Kiwi stream debut, man, they blessed us up.
Let's see if I got motion to get him in here.
Let's see if we can get this Jutsu interview going on the side. I think I can like 100% get virtual if needed, but
give him a minute and then
no, it's fine. It always takes a minute to get interviews, bro. It's like whatever.
Oh, he's typing. I just want to hear my boy. I always ask him to do, and he's saying he's busy. All right, he said yes.
All right, can you get him in the server? I'll drag him.
Yes.
I'll type in my Twitch chat as well. I'll wait for the GGs to pass. Okay.
If Superman gets in here, where's he at?
That was seriously an insane series. I'm not gonna lie. Like, oh my lord.
I'm really surprised it went out like that. I mean, I genuinely thought Laika would just get 3-0 just from their performance yesterday, but they really turned it around in one day. Made a really good effort.
No, yeah.
I think a lot of Nightmare's like downfall in this series was just their comp picks. Every time they were on a comp that made sense into the enemies, or just mirrored in general, they looked like they're dominant.
I agree. Jutsu, welcome to the VC, man. How are you doing? What a win to get. And I actually changed Q's thing.
Yeah, I'm alright. How about you?
Superman!
I'm good, dude. That was crazy in OT, bro. You
What's up,
came up with the
Batman?
goods, what, twice in a row on the Bastion. You find that pick onto, I forget who, on that first
Hattori.
team fight. And then that Bastional to kill Hattori, yeah, as well, that Kiwi is referencing. Really big stuff. How does it feel to come out of a series, man? What was it like in the Nightmare camp? Were you stressed at all?
No, I wasn't stressed. I mean, I think we all know how to play Overwatch. It's just about like getting it all together.
100%.
It's just, I mean, I don't think it's like a mystery that like Cat Bastion is a bit rough for us, but
Yeah, I'm surprised you guys chose to
More of
mirror. I
a-
feel like it's not like
more
a
of like a
must pick
momentum.
anymore.
I mean, I think you can chain any comp together whenever you have the momentum, but
That's true.
just everything's a bit rough.
How did it feel?
It was fine. It was okay.
How did it feel one-shotting Hattori when it mattered most?
Bro, you know she's mad. You know she's mad. Hattori is mad.
True, your former
Got
former
a
teammate.
mortar to the dome.
I've never seen that. He's never done that in my games.
Yes, I have. I literally have.
Not
Go
one shot
watch
the tank. Come on now.
Go watch the grand finals. The last grand
You-
finals we played.
Oh my god, Jutsu just Thanos is confirmed. Superman doing it again.
That's true. Jutsu.
Well, thank you,
I have a
Batman.
question though. You have not really played a super strong opponent in what 22 days. I think we talked about your last match of like super high qualities against Exo. What is it like kind of prepping for a team like Laika? Right, they had a little bit of a rough stretch, but obviously they proved that they're still a pretty top team. Did you have anything in mind that you definitely wanted to like choose map or ban wise?
I'm gonna be 100% honest with you, bro. No.
Okay, that's fair.
I knew it.
Hey, I'll take the honesty.
No, legit, like no planning.
You don't know
We
who
know
you're
we
playing
we
until you
kind
load
of
in.
have somewhat of an idea of like what comps they like to play. Like we know Hitori likes to play Maga, but that's literally it.
100%. You guys
How
walked
comes-
out. Oh, go ahead, Kiwi. You got it.
How comes you guys are so confident on map pick and ban? Like it felt like instantly after the map ended, you guys knew exactly where you wanted to go and what you're gonna ban.
We always have an idea of what heroes we want to play, like what map we want to play on, but like when it comes to like the opponent, like we could do a little more planning.
I see. Okay.
Yeah, and we gave you the MVP for the game tonight, so I guess congrats
Well,
on
thank
that.
you.
But
Thank you.
I always give the interview an opportunity to give an MVP to themselves, someone else, coach, anyone that maybe helped to find a series win because we don't hear the comms, we don't hear stuff like that. Do you have maybe a different MVP? Do you want to go with the self glaze, which I always respect? What are you feeling?
Bro, I never self-glaze. Probably PK.
PK was really good on the back. He was low-key
PK
the
is good.
runner-up. We were talking about that as well. He played really well. I think Virtual also played really well. And like even on like maps that you lost, like the Runasabi, like that triple trade he got was so clean.
That was good.
But yeah, what am I thinking? I had another question. Oh my god, Kiwi, do you have something? What I think?
I miss you.
Oh, okay.
I miss you too, Batman. I miss you too.
I miss you, Superman.
Okay, so you guys still have two pretty like tough matches I've slated at least. You have Tanuki and Dark Mode. Dark Mode still kind of have to prove themselves, but I do think they have the potential to be a good team. Is there either of those that you're really looking forward to the most, or potentially a playoff rematch? As I think you guys clinch playoffs with 10 wins, I believe. I'll ask Link later if that's true. But any like rematch potentially?
Or anything. Not gonna lie. I mean, I don't know, bro. I just want to play the game. That's
That's
about
fair.
it. I don't really think about it.
I respect it. I like that you take the games as they come. It's a good mentality, I think. Well, Jutsu, I don't have any other questions. Kiwi, do you have any other questions?
Nothing from me. Just happy to be here.
All right. Is there anything you'd like to say to the
Me
stream
too. Me too, Kiwi.
before you go, Mr. Jutsu?
I have nothing else to say, bro. GG's.
Hey, GG's, man.
Thank you for the MVP.
No worries, bro. You had a great
Might have been
series.
biased, but you know.
Enjoy the night. I said his name first,
too,
just
you
throwing
too.
it out there. I threw it out there.
That's-
Just saying. So you didn't.
I just want to
Bye-bye.
talk to my boy.
I want to talk to you too, man.
All right. Well,
So
thank you so much,
beautiful.
brother. It was
GG's,
an awesome
bro.
match.
GG's.
you.
Have a good night.
Good night.
All right, going back to Duo Cam. What a series, man. Jutsu MVP. Most nonchalant interviews I've ever seen, dude. He kills me in interviews, bro. I saw his other interview like last season. I was like, oh my god.
I told you he just shows up. He doesn't think about the game. If
I
you think too
respect
hard,
it.
you get nervous, and that's where you start losing to yourself and not the opponent, which is way more frustrating than losing to anybody
100%. Yeah.
else.
Jutsu, absolute clutch master on map 5. But yeah, that's just a really awesome series. Laika, I feel for them really hard because I think that is going to really hurt their win-loss right now. They still have a ton of games left to play. They're 4-4. Their losses are to Nightmare, Way Too Thanos, The Fallen, and Extinction. So they're going to have to get something done. The good news is they have a win over Tanuki, and that is really important as this team searches for a playoff berth. They probably have to win, I would guess, like at least 4 of their next 8, which would probably be targeting like Avidity, Normal, Missing, and then they have to win one of Dark Mode, Amplify, Artemis, and Exo. So they're going to have to get at least one strong win, probably 2 to secure a playoff spot, but we know this team is capable of it, and I think they really proved it today despite the loss.
Yeah, I think despite their score, it looks like they're in a bad spot, but I think that they'll be able to pull it back and make their playoffs. At the end of the day, nothing matters in the regular season. This match doesn't matter in the grand scheme of things as long as you make it to that top 8. And I think they have a really strong case to do it. This season, though, is looking a little different for me. Like when I look through this leaderboard, I do not expect some of these teams to be here. Like Avidity is really in a bad spot to where
that
it
one
might not make top 8. And that is just something I never expected.
Yeah, Avidity. I've talked about it when I post the tier list. I don't know what's going on. That's such a talented team. It's hard to see them that low, and I hope they make playoffs. But it's such a competitive cut. I have 10 teams that I think realistically like could all beat each other in Masters right now with way too Thanos sneaking in. It's the most competitive Master division I think we've ever seen. It really feels like a lot of people can take it, and whoever makes playoffs, I think everyone has a chance. It's going to be a free for all. So it's really awesome that we're getting that level of competition in this league. But I don't have too much else to say on the game, Kiwi. I don't know if you have anything you would like to say relating to maybe this match or FaceIt.
I think for Nightmare in specific, I think once they figure out their comp issues, they might just become unstoppable. All the maps that they seem to struggle with on here was just because they didn't have good comps. And once they figured that out, they just completely rolled over, even in the mirrors as well. So I wouldn't be surprised if we see them at number 1 and I see them in relegation soon.
Yeah, I would not be surprised either. A very talented team. They played really well today. But moving on, it was a great stream. We peaked at like 200 viewers at least on mine, so that was crazy. Thank you guys so much. That's not back-to-back streams, but 2 streams in the last 3 days. That's crazy. Like my all-time, that was like by far my all-time viewer peak, and now this stream rivals it. Thank you guys so much once again. It's always like awesome to see the support. It just means so much, especially in like my second season ever. Make sure you go follow Kiwi on Twitch. His Twitch, I'm pretty sure, is just like Kiwi_OW. Basically the same as his Twitter that I have linked. Follow him on Twitter too. By the way, for those of you who maybe aren't Masters players, he does free VOD reviews, like in queue. And you guys aren't taking advantage of that? This is a free OWCS player VOD review because he's bored. And I don't see you guys in the chat on your hands
2,000 points
begging for it. Come on now, guys. Let's lock in. But yeah, Kiwi is the GOAT. He streams like pretty much daily, I think, right? I mean, like
yeah, that's the goal right now.
But yeah, he's grinding. So make sure you go give him some support. I'll send him my raid because I don't have anywhere else to go with it anyway. So
I appreciate it.
Make sure to go follow Kiwi. For me, ! Discord and chat. Join the Discord. I really like having people in the Discord. I mean, I'm a big believer in like the notification. As well, but also just like setting up interviews, talking to people. I talk about like future content stuff, like the YouTube stuff I talked about in here for a few days before I even made the video, which is not doing well, but like I don't really care. It's about the grind. It's not about the performance. So
it's a good start. Gotta start somewhere.
We'll keep grinding on that. So join the Discord, stay involved, stay connected. Follow me on Twitter if you just want match announcements. I post on Twitter every day. And with that, great stream, hour and 50 minutes, man. We put in the shift, but I am ready to clock out. I don't know about you.
I'm hitting the rank queues, but
100%.
it was a fun time, and I appreciate you having me on.
No, 100%. It's always nice to have you. Hit me up if you ever want to do one again. I'm going to end, though. Thank you guys so much for watching my side. I'll send you over to Kiwi in 2 minutes probably because of the delay. And hopefully I see you guys again tomorrow because I think I'll be live again tomorrow. So, bye-bye.